Let me talk to you. All right, so we got a special guest. This is YSM Sports Media, and this is my man James R. Bell from the Boxing Source. What's going on, Jack?
Had to put the whole government name on the joint. What's happening?
I'm good, man. How are you?
All good, man. All good. Trying to, make a couple moves on this joint here with the TBS project, so to speak, man. So, you know what I mean? Been telling folks about trading cards, and so I'm just putting that to fruition right now. You feel me? So,
all right, do me a favor before we get started. Show them some of the trading cards.
All right, so let's see here, because I got these things in like covers and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna, see here. Actually, this is good lighting for it. So,
What you mean, AC? I was live early. I'm around. I'm out here. Go ahead.
So like you see the joint there. This is Derek Scooter Davis. For example, there you got Scooter Davis on there. You got put one in for like even trainers, man. You got, if you can see that, Brian McIntyre. You feel me? Let me see here. Of course, I got some here for, boots. You got boots on this joint here. So got a few that's in the works that I've been doing. You got Canelo out there. What else is there? Like Abdullah Mason. Got like one for Abdullah Mason as well too. So been making these things, printing them out, and stuff like that. So got like a good amount of series to print, but it's just slowly getting there right now.
I love it. When do you think they're going to be available?
I mean, some are like individual ones are available now, because I've already got like requests for a couple, so I gotta get those sent out. But I would say probably within the next week or so, I'll have more available as far as like a pack. So like I will have a pack of 10 or like 20 or something like that. Then I'll be able to do that like starting next week.
Okay. I'll make sure next time I see you, send me some, and I'll show them off to the guys.
Yeah, yep, for sure, man. So we'll arrange that, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk. I was on live earlier, and this is before this news broke, but I was on live earlier, and I was talking about the rhetoric that Oscar De La Hoya Vergil Sr. and Rick Mirigian was saying in the prelude to this Lubin fight. Now, Rick Mirigian was the most outspoken, and this is for months now. And it seemed like Robert Garcia was on board for the fight, but then he changed his tune. And Vergil Sr. was saying that the fight doesn't make sense next. And then now, Rick Mirigian, Vergil Ortiz's manager, says under a DAZN post that said, no, Foreign, this is manager. He says that basically, like, if you come into us with nothing less than 7 figures, don't come at all. So he's opening with a minimum of $10 million for a boots fight. I'm gonna let you go, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring a person on 2 minutes at a time, let them cook. All right? 2 minutes at a time, you get the rip. Now, we'll rebuttal, but 2 minutes, the clock is yours. JR, what's your thoughts first?
Yeah, I kind of received the news of that as well as of like a couple of hours ago or something. Like someone like posted it on the chat when I had a live, and it said that they're asking for $8 million, and that like had me like pissed off because it kind of shows that sometimes these managers and promoters will do what it takes in order to not make a fight happen. And that is like one of the things there is that you're gonna overprice yourself to get yourself out of a fight that a lot of people or a lot of fans have been anticipating. I don't see like what the sense is of asking for eight figure purse when your fighter hasn't necessarily even touched a million or 1.5 million yet, depending on what the event is, or maybe he could have got it for February 22nd or not, but he Vergil Ortiz Jr. hasn't really gotten to that level yet. So why are you asking for that much when you're just introducing Vergil Ortiz Jr. to the public, so to speak, with the fight that he's just had? I don't understand it.
Wait, I'm looking at something.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second and cook, JR. I gotta look at something somebody sent me.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So I mean, I talked about it earlier, and I'm like, man, like you can't have multiple people within your team saying different things. You got Rick Mirigian saying something. You got Oscar De La Hoya saying something. You got your trainer there, Robert Garcia, saying something, and it's all like different messages. You would think you would have one team, one message, but you don't necessarily get that. That's why I was bothered, to a certain extent when, I saw the whole thing as far as the face-off that happened after the fight with Vergil Ortiz and Eric Lubin. And then almost like minutes later, Oscar De La Hoya says something about, Vergil Ortiz Jr. is the man right now. He's the man. Come on, we can't be having this when, at one point y'all were talking all this stuff about Boots Ennis and this and that. And when Boots Ennis was in the ring, he basically called out everybody on your team and checked them on what they said. And y'all weren't really all too receptive about all that. So that's kind of interesting in itself there on that front. So
I'm here, Jack.
Yeah. So no, you were saying you were checking out something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word. Well,
basically Adrian Clark and Rick was going back and forth.
Oh,
not in a bad way, but like, if Spence wants it, he'll get it, and we'll sell out AT&T Stadium. I already see where this is going. Let me say this. The backlash, because there will be backlash. Like I said earlier in my life, does it make sense for you to go into a fight with Errol Spence over Jaron Ennis? Yes. Errol Spence is damaged goods. Errol Spence hasn't been in the ring. In 2026 is going to be what? 3 years?
By the time they would have that fight or plan the fight, it will be about 3 years.
It'll be about 3 years. So he hasn't been in the ring for 3 years. The last time we saw him, he took a hellacious beating. So logically speaking, for business, it's the best move because he still carries a name. He's drummed up enough anticipation for his return. But even with that, people think he's done. The last time people saw him, it was bad. And every time he's rumored to be in preparation to return, it turns out it's bullshit. And so you have been preaching that this guy doesn't want to fight you. This guy doesn't want to fight you. He ducked and, he's been offered to fight. And the dude pulls up in your hometown, climbs in your ring, and tells you to your face, you are going to pay for everything that they said. Tell you the time is now. And we can bet whatever in your hometown, in front of your family, in front of your friends. He flew down there during a government shutdown. It's so hard to get a fucking flight.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, his flight was early in the fucking morning. Like early. Got on there just to press you in front of your family, in front of your friends. And you go and you fight a dude that's semi-retired. And the last time anybody seen him, he got brutally beat up. Is it the right business move? Yes, but all the momentum that you gained from Boots not moving up and fighting you February 22nd, you lost in 1 weekend. The narrative was Boots didn't want to smoke with you. He didn't want to take real challenges all for a whole year. And you literally lost that in 1 weekend. He pressed you and told you he's going to make you pay. Now, if it's me, I'm still going to choose the business. But at the same time, for everything that it's going to help, it's also going to hurt. So there's a give and take with the situation. I think fighting Spence is the right move because fighting Boots is very, very dangerous. Fighting Spence at this point, I think it's going to be lucrative, but a lot less dangerous. But you're going to take a big hit. You're going to take a big hit. And now we go to the once again, Vergil is the A side. AC, how about you hop up on here and tell us why Vergil is the A side? One at a time, you get your 2 minutes to cook.
Yeah, I like to, hear from some folks on it. What was it? Like I said, Oscar said that Vergil Ortiz Jr. is the man, but it looks like they're kind of hanging on something. So let's see what's up.
All right, so we got my man Boxing Nerd.
Yo.
My man Boxing Nerd's longtime supporter of the channel. I really, really appreciate you hopping on. Hey, EH, we're doing one at a time, 2 minutes. And then the last 20 minutes of the show, we're going to have 6 people on, and then we'll do a full panel. Boxing Nerd, right now, we are at 1340. You got till 1540 cook.
All right.
What's your thoughts?
I just want to make sure you make people cut their camera on. Yo, I was just on Ring IQ shit, and they messed it up just now with some crazy.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into it, yo. Just make sure you make
cook.
Because there's some weird people, but yeah. Vergil's team is moving scary, man. What the hell? 10 million? What? Number one, let's get this out of the way. I believe, in my humble opinion, Boots is the A side simply because of the gates he's been able to do in Philly. I don't think the gate that he got, that Vergil got in his last fight, did over maybe 700, 800,000. I don't know the numbers, but me personally, based on how the tickets were going, because they weren't going, I don't think he did any or close to a million gate. I don't think he's ever done a million gate, or they would have been talking about it. So him being the number one guy at 154, yeah, blase without a title is kind of weird. Seeing as how two of his 3 fights are arguably losses for him, because me and my boy actually watched the Madrimov fight again, and if Madrimov wasn't sick, he would have won. And even with Madrimov sick, I believe it was a draw. I think it was a draw with Madrimov, and then Sergey Bochuk, man, I don't know. I don't know if he won that fight for real. Yeah, he was active, but like he did get dropped twice in a 12-round fight, man. And that's like, I don't know. But yo, man, Vergil did good. with Lubin. Lubin's been shot though, and I think Oscar sees this play. He saw it with Floyd. He's seeing a re-one with Boots, and he's not trying to do that again. He's not trying to do that again, yo. All you have to do is stay in the middle of the ring with Vergil. Don't get on the ropes with Vergil, because Virgil's a big puncher, and you can't use that momentum. You can't let him use the momentum to get you on the ropes, to make him come forward. Give him space. Give him the ring generalship. You can't let him dictate at all, because he'll take advantage of that. So I think Boots can beat him quite handily in an easy decision, or even a nasty knockout. Yeah, I think it's just Boots all day for all of 154.
I nerd. The 2 minutes is up. Stay around for the open panel. I appreciate you hopping on, bro.
Is there?
IDH. We're gonna start at 17 minutes. Wait, we're gonna start at 17 minutes flat. You got your 2 minutes. Stay around because we're gonna do the open panel. All right, so
this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do in boxing. And this is for you, Mill, Source, and the other content creators and the other guys that's out there in the field. We need to start talking to these promoters and managers. Get a template for what makes a person an 8-side fighter. Start getting a template, a checklist, or something, so that as fans, we can become more educated and understand how the business side of this goes. Because we really don't have a template for it. People just get out there and start talking and put narratives out there, and then all of a sudden people just start going with it. So we need to understand that first. We need to understand what that is, whether it's ticket sales, followers, whatever metrics that they're using, we need to know that. And to some degree, get as much transparency as we can. Because fans need to be more educated so that if we do want to support a guy, we supporting a guy that we know is going out there trying to make fights and not supporting a guy that's just bullshitting us. Or if we are supporting a guy that's bullshitting us, if we know what he's doing. But so that way, all of this duck talk and who's scared and who don't want to fight, that can be solidified. Like we can be speaking from speaking from a point of view of knowing what's going on. Now, that being said, if this fight don't happen, and I've always felt this way, fighters need to move their career in a trajectory that's beneficial for them. Fuck what the next man is doing. And that's why, Mill, when we talked, I always said, me as a fan, I just wanted to see Boots go get the belts. And that's for any guy. Any guy that's in the division, super talented, man, go get the belts. Solidify yourself with the belts so you can have that position and then make motherfuckers come to you. If they don't want to come to you and fight, then that means they don't want the belts. Because even Canelo did it. When Canelo wanted them belts, he went and got them guys that had the belts and paid them and had the fights. That's why I say just go for the belts, man. All of this shit that's going on, I thought we had removed the soap opera part of this fight. I thought they was going to make the fight. I was so happy. I was glad Boots came. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that was difficult for him. But he kind of just said, fuck it, I'm going. I'm going to step to this dude. He got in the ring. He set his piece. And now we dealing with this. Shit getting corny, man. Shit getting corny, man. But I wish we could get educated on that. We need to find out. We need to have a template that we can go by to check boxes when we talking about different things in boxing. Because for instance, I went to the Hall of Fame website to see what the criteria was. Bro, that shit is based on what motherfuckers think. Whoever that board is. So much of this shit is just what somebody thinks. And it depends on who owns a position. If we don't have a template that we can go by, all of this shit always going to be up in the air, man.
All right, EH, we had two.
All right.
We had two. Yo, stay by.
Okay.
So you can hop on the panel.
Yes, sir.
All right, my nigga. Is this AC?
No, this is Akish. I'm from Detroit.
Keith, what's going on, man? We Midwest in the building.
Yes, sir. Hey, I be
All right,
watching
wait,
it.
wait. We're gonna start.
Okay,
We're gonna start at 20:30. 2 minutes. Cook.
Okay, cool. Now I don't even need the whole 2 minutes.
Go ahead,
Now,
talk to me.
following the brother that just left off the panel, talking about the content creators, I would like to say that a lot of you young brothers got these channels, and they're very interested in entertaining us. But I think that you guys that had the channels, y'all should start putting pressure on these cats, man. Just doing consistent shows about these niggas that's ducking out here and that's putting these false narratives out on these, platforms. Ain't no way this dude pulls up in your city at your fight in front of your people, didn't disrespect, but could have been taken as disrespect for the way that he came. But we saying that we're happy about what he did because he left it all on the table. Ain't no question after what Boots did, well, no more questions needed to be asked. The only question is when y'all gonna take the fight and when we gonna sign the papers. But what we're seeing now is all of this has been a blatant duck narrative by y'all from the beginning. Oscar De La Hoya, hey, I'm with you, Mills. Oscar, he's smart. Yeah, because you know that if you put that man in the ring with Boots, it's over. Your cash cow is over. Because Boots is going to thoroughly watch that boy, and Ortiz is going to be standing on as 2.0. Just think back. When before Boots fought Staniones, the same hype was on Staniones. Hey, he's a dangerous fight for Boots. I don't think Boots should take this. Boots watched that boy, and the same thing will be with him, a straightforward high guard fighter coming through. It ain't gonna be as hard as y'all think. So I think that all the channels, all y'all young brothers should go ahead and just start applying pressure to at least that camp first and set an example for everybody coming with these false narratives about what they're gonna do. I'm done.
I appreciate you for hopping on, brother. That was definitely a good take. Stay and watch the live. We're gonna open up the panel to everybody a little bit later on.
Got you. Peace, y'all.
Yo, I'm gonna say this, man. You know it's real when Boots top op Jaron Collins Jr. is on Ortiz and a mask, bro. You know it's a sad day. When the top op, Boots could be at his wedding exchanging his vows, and Darren would be like, Boots Ennis. Well, Team Boots Ennis, worst team in boxing. That'd be a speech, yo. That'd be Darren's speech at Boots' wedding, yo. And he on your ass, like, come on, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's wild, yo. They be saying like speak now or forever hold your peace, and he'll be speaking a lot.
Boots Ennis team, worst team in boxing, yo. That's what Darren would say, yo. That's what but the fact that Darren's like, yo, enough's enough, yo. Y'all on bullshit, Spence. Bud beat Spence ass so bad that he had to rethink how he was going to live his life going forward. And I'm not clowning Spence because I think Spence is a Hall of Famer. I'm just that's just the reality of it. The reality of it is he took such a beating that he had to take extensive time off, and that we don't even know if he's coming back. But I put the link in the chat. Everybody gets their 2 minutes, and then we'll open up the panel. Then, we'll just have a total conversation. I want to know, is my youngin' gonna hop up? My youngin' foreign gonna hop up?
Oh yeah, we got to hear from your boy Foreign on this, right?
Yeah, I can only imagine Darren's like getting prepared to like hate on Boots, and then he heard Oscar and them talking, and he was probably sitting there like this with the Roman Reigns face.
Oh man, Yeah, man. And that was a
Wait.
good points too.
My
So
man said, "Shut your ass up. You will go into hiding once you lose." Once who lose? I'm not fighting. Once who loses? If you talking about once Boots lose, they gotta Virgil and them gotta take the fight in order for that to happen, brother. You mad at me? I didn't ask for 10 million.
just man, it.
Yo,
You know,
I'm in my 50 cent jar. What'd you say fuck me for?
yeah, what you for me for? Man, it just sounds like a bailout plan, like the government to the banks when you had that housing crash or whatever it is, man. That's what it's looking like over there. If you bringing up something like Errol Spence, it's almost like they're using that as like a negotiation tactic, like saying, "Hey, we could get this much for fighting Errol Spence if that actually happens." Because the thing about it is, how much money would it even take to get Errol Spence to get back in the ring against Vergil Ortiz Jr. no less? So they're kind of using that as a bargaining chip. Now, if it's any close to happening, hey, good for them. But if not, then what are they gonna do?
They already thought that they would get Thurman, and you remember that. That shit fell through. I wouldn't. I feel like they're counting on getting Spence, and I wouldn't though. Spence has done well for himself in boxing. Spence looked like he was very smart with his money. Spence got beautiful kids, a good-looking chick. I don't know anybody that if they don't have that inner drive. Like if that's gone, and you are content with how your life is, it's hard to get up and smell stinky wraps and gloves and want to cut weight and not bust nuts. When you look in the bank account and that shit got like $8 million in
Yeah, he
there,
made up. Yeah,
and then
come on, man.
you got rental properties and businesses that's bringing in consistent money, is like, what am I doing it for?
Right. It's like you know, Sean Porter was talking about. He said, I spoke with Errol Spence and things like that, and he looked pretty good, but it's not like he's really, hurting for money, because Porter brought up that point. It's almost like, in a sense, a lot of times when you see fighters coming back after a long hiatus, it's because maybe it's something going on with the financial situation. And you're not really seeing that with Errol Spence Jr. So if that's the case, it's almost like, why come back? I'm good.
When there's dudes that like to fake and fraud and throw their money around. And I think sometimes it's you're overcompensating. But when you can recognize after a certain age, you can recognize who's doing well, and who's not worried about bread. Dudes that got money have a super carefree and borderline cavalier attitude. They don't. It's not always super extravagant shit, but they just don't be worried about just stuff. You ain't never had a friend that just like you look at their 2K character and it's a whole bunch of unnecessary tattoos and sneakers and gear, and they just got like $1 million in VC. That's how dudes is just getting money. They just doing shit. They just buying just shit.
Yeah, buying a whole bunch of stuff, man. Yeah. Man, I'm just kind of like, pissed off about the whole thing, man. I still wish I could have found that tweet by Mauricio Suleiman when he responded to Robert Garcia about that whole little mandatory thing. But it's an example of like how you have like 3 or 4 people in your team and everybody's saying something different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know folks that doubt the fight's gonna happen. Like when Oscar says or acts like Vergil Ortiz Jr. has options, then that tells me that they ain't really all gung ho about the fight happening. When you got Rick Mirigian talking about 8 figures, where you gonna get that from?
Yo, here's the thing though. I don't blame them, and I don't think they're wrong. I know that's going to shock a lot of fans because, to everybody, I'm just one-sided, but they are not wrong. And the reason why they are not wrong is because Spence still carries a big name. There's an anticipation for his return. The last time we seen him, he got beaten up pretty badly. And he's a lot older than what he was. And so there's a good chance that the younger, fresher man is going to defeat Earl Spence. And so from that perspective, if it's me, I would do it. Especially knowing boxing and knowing stylistically, Vergil Ortiz is tailor-made for Jaron Ennis. And you got dudes like Roy Jones. It's certain guys you just don't want to piss off. Roy Jones is one of those guys. You want to keep Roy playing jovial. You don't want to piss him off. And when a dude gets in the ring, looks you in your eye, pulls up to your hometown, to your fight, looks you dead in your eye, and said, I'm going to make you pay for everything that they said. So now you got the management, the promotion, the trainers, they on the clock because, like, oh, so you gonna fuck him up from what I said? Spence might be the best move at this point in time.
Boots like pulled up on there, like how they had that that sit down interview with Floyd Mayweather and Arturo Gotti. And Floyd got pissed off and said that he was gonna punish him.
What's up, Mill? What's up with you, boxing source?
when the dude tell you that I'm gonna basically, for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna beat your ass because of what your people said.
I'm gonna make you pay.
He said, I promise you. Don't make promises you can't keep. He told you, I'm promising it and I'm gonna keep it.
And he said, bet. And Vergil said, I don't bet.
Yeah, I don't. Like, we gotta check Vergil FanDuel account. We gotta check his DraftKings account. If he got anything on that John, it was like, all right, you on bullshit.
When he posting folks went with a winning ticket or something? I don't know.
I don't know, but Billy, you got 2 minutes. At the 45-minute mark, that's when we're gonna open the panel up.
Okay. So I got 2 minutes. All right.
Got 2 minutes. Well, we're gonna start. We're gonna start at 34 minutes.
Okay. So, but yeah, bro, you cooking tonight. All right. Well, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Vergil Ortiz and Spence, I don't like it, Mill. I know it makes sense, but there's no momentum behind it. I know people say that you say people are anticipating Spence's return, which I do agree. But like you said, the last image that we had of Spence was a bad one. I mean, he did look healthy last night. He did look like he was in good spirits, but I mean, I saw Rick Mirigian say that he wants Spence versus Vergil and Boots versus Jamel on the co-main. What did you think about that? What did y'all think about that?
Are we being honest?
He was crazy. And what do you think about, is 10 million being unrealistic? I mean, I know they have hype behind this fight, but I do think, I don't know if 10 million is crazy, Mill. I'm stuck right now, bro, because I'm pondering, because they made Boots seem like he didn't want no real smoke. Now Boots shows up in Texas, and you know I'm a Texas boy. Boots shows up in Texas, tells the man, bet it. Eddie, where them papers at? The only thing we need is them papers. He mentioned them papers about 3 times. His portion of the contract is already signed. And now you talking about, well, I really want Crawford. You mentioned Crawford too. Like, come on. I mean, if this don't signal that this fight might not happen, I'm 50-50 on it now, Mill. Remember, I hit you the other day. I hit you yesterday saying, "Oh, we might get a fight." I'm not sure today. Like, I think my whole opinion changed, bro. Like, that's insane to me. You know what I mean? And Vergil looked damn good. And so the hype for both coming off a early knockout, I think you could build this. I mean, I think this would be crazy. I think the boxing world would go insane for this fight. But at the same time, I see why they want Spence. I mean, like you said, Mill, I'm not mad. I mean, I can't be mad if I was a manager or something like that. But as a fan, you let Boots come in the ring and do this, you got to fight the man. You said he was a duck. You got to fight the man. Now the man pressed you, and now the energy changed. Oscar De La Hoya got up there talking clown stuff. I told him not to come because I knew they were going to be scared if they seen Vergil. Yeah, you didn't want him to come to put that public pressure on you. So, yeah, man. But I mean, Mill, tell me if that 10 million is crazy, or tell me what you think about Boots being a co-main on Vergil's card. That is insane.
Billy, I need you to stay around.
Okay.
I need you to stay around to 45.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna give my thoughts till 45. And then we're gonna open the panel up.
I just got to talk to my young boy Foreign because he was like, Vergil might be the A side. I do think Vergil has a solid resume. Don't get it twisted. He got,
I think that my youngin Foreign, what he views as being the A side isn't what the business of boxing views being the A side. The business of boxing is it's like a hard line of what they consider to be the A side.
Okay.
But we'll get to that at the 45-minute mark.
All right. Hey, Source. Hey, Mill, thanks for letting me up, bro. I'll see y'all in the 45-minute mark.
All right. Is there anybody else that wants to get their thoughts before we go open panel?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Let me get them a $5 super chat from my man Hollywood. They could get 5 million in purpose and 5 million purses, PPV at 50, 250K. Like 12-5 at the gate in Vegas could do like 8 million. The fight can make good money for him. Hollywood, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to if the 10 million is realistic or the 10 million isn't realistic, and so on and so forth. We gonna get to that. Stay around, Hollywood. All right, so my man Jay done hopped on. Jay, what's good with you?
What's going on, Mill? I'm from I'm here down here. I'm from Miami. You feel me?
Wait. We're gonna start you off at the 39-minute mark. You got your 2 minutes to cook. At the 45-minute mark, we gonna go open panel. Cook, bro.
All right. So I'm calling in from Miami. Been a big Boots fan, but I just want to say I feel like Vergil's scared. I feel like De La Hoya don't want to fight. Um, nobody never expect Boots to step in the ring and call out Vergil how he did. Everybody know Boots as his humble person, and he showed his fights when he stepped in the ring and he handled his business. But the fact that a quiet person actually speaks up now, which is Boots, it's a problem. I feel like Vergil wanted to take the high note and go fight Errol Spence, but Spence haven't fought in 3 years. Why you want to fight somebody who Crawford already defeated? So right now it looks like Vergil ducking. To me, Vergil ducking. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Boots has the total pack. I tell people all the time. Me and my dad always go back and forth. My dad is a big Crawford fan, but I see Boots beating anybody from 154 going up to 168. I don't see nobody beating Boots, and I'm not trying to glaze the man, but Boots have the total package. He could box, he could move, he could come forward, he could bang. He got everything. But Vergil is a one-dimensional boxer. He comes forward. That's it. That's it. Boots is gonna handicap him the whole fight. But Vergil knows that. De La Hoya knows that. So what they want to do? They want to go fight Errol Spence because, of course, it's a big money talk. I'm not gonna say don't get that money, but now it looks like you ducking because Boots came to your fight, called you out. He said, "Fuck all that extra shit when it comes to who talking about who and your dad saying this and your manager saying that. I want to fight you next." All of a sudden, you want to fight Errol Spence. I think he ducking. Well, I know he ducking, but that's it though, Mill. That's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna be in the chat listening to you when y'all drop the when everybody come on.
I appreciate you, Jay, for being a supporter, and I fucks with Miami heavy.
Hey,
You know
I
what I'm
got a
saying?
question though. I got a question. I got like one question real quick. For some strange reason, people think I'm tripping, but is there any possible chance you can see a very, very focused individual, Tio? If Tio is very focused, do you see an upset versus Shakur? If he comes very focused, no bullshit, and he comes to fight, can you see Tio beating Shakur?
I got a couple of people in the back, so I'll answer the question when I bring them on.
Say less. I got you. I'm gonna
All
be in the
right,
chat.
all right, bro. Appreciate
All
you
right.
hopping on, man. And yo, and no, I do not see. I do not see To. It's not the issue. Isn't the focus. The issue is stylistically. To fights in a bladed stance, and he moves back foot first. That's why he struggles to cut the ring off. The bladed stance while moving back foot first. And so it allows avenues for a quick fighter to turn him and turn the corner. All right, my man, was it Tony Ho?
Yeah, Tony Ho. You know
All
what's
right,
going on. What
all
up,
right.
man?
Tony Ho was good with you, baby. All right, so 42-30. You got your 2 minutes. Rip. We got a whole bunch of
Bet.
people in the
Yeah,
background.
I
Cook.
got you. I was just gonna say, like, you feel me? Like, I feel as if though, like, Vergil, like he, like, I only reason I say he ducking is because, like, you feel me? Like, if I feel like his team doesn't really want the fight. I don't know. I can't really say about him because he called Boots into the ring, but I don't really know. But I was just gonna say another thing. It's crazy because, like, you feel me? I know like the like these channels doesn't really matter and shit like that, but like like I was looking at a video of punch drunk boxing, and I hate the fact that like they try to play like I feel like because like he was saying like how Boots was in the ring saying let's get this money, let's get this money. What about the fight? And the fight been on the table. Why didn't you take it then? Like, and it's like, come on, bro, don't do that. I feel like they sometimes try to like they try to like trick black fighters into like doing like and like you feel me? Because it's chess, not checkers. Why would Boots know what he doing? He unified at the division. Then he moved up and took his fight, and now he trying to get the best. He trying to get the best. He want to fight the best. You can see it. He ain't come out there for no reason. But it's like they try to paint this narrative and things like that. Like if he really doesn't want it, when it's like, man, don't do that because it's like people in these channels only want who they want to be big. Like he was also saying before how Bud really just wanted the money and with Canelo and shit, and how he didn't stand a chance. But then what happened? And now you're doing the same thing basically with Boots, and it's like I don't know. But yeah, that's all. That's all I want to do, JJ.
Hey Tony, you got to understand that everybody that starts a YouTube channel just be talking boxing don't have pure of heart. Like you have dudes that have agendas, and if you've watched that guy consistently, he has an agenda. I'm not even gonna get a nigga too much light, but dude has an agenda, and he be trying to like garner. He be trying to like create a divide with Latinos versus the blacks in boxing, and bro, I'm not with that shit.
Yeah,
So
that shit corny.
yeah,
I appreciate you letting me on, Jay.
all right. We going to open panel as soon as everybody get a chance to speak. So stick around, man.
All right, bet. I'm gonna be on still.
All right.
Here.
All right, we out here for boxing.
What up, though?
What's good with you?
I don't know if you seen that text I sent you, but I said it last night. I said it last night when I text you. I said that was a real good look.
Wait. We're gonna start you at 45:30,
Okay.
and then you got your 2 minutes to cook. But stick around. We about to go open panel.
I don't even need 2 minutes.
Cook.
So I said last night, right? I was like, I ain't no body language expert, right? But sometimes you know what you're looking at. And I knew Vergil was scared when Boo said, yeah, y'all been saying this and that. He's like, no, we only retaliated. I said, man, I'd be like, man, I said what I said. We said what we said. And it is what it is. What we doing? When he started trying to justify what was being said from his camp, I said, nah, he's scared. Because if we said it, we meant it. I don't care what the reason was. But also he was stuttering and all that. Like he didn't seem sure. And I said last night, I said at 12:30 in the morning, I said his team, they can't back out of it in the ring right now. They can't talk it down. But I said, wait till Sunday morning. They're gonna kill the fight. I woke up today. Oh, we the A side. Boots should fight this person, and we're gonna fight this person. I said, no, 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 no. We ain't doing that. So if I was Eddie and Boots, if Boots is listening, continue to apply pressure and stay on his neck and make it clear who ducked. Leave nothing to chance, nothing to the imagination. Make it clear that he ducked. Stay on his head. That's all. That's all I got.
Well, say, yo, here for boxing. Stick around. We going open panel.
All right.
All right, stick around. All right, my man D35. What's good, D?
What's up with it, bro?
I'm chilling. Where you from?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
There's a bunch of bad motherfuckers in Ohio. Shouts out to Tiger Johnson.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Cleveland's own. Yo, impressive fucking performance. Hey, got your 2 minutes. Talk to me.
Man, I ain't never seen Lubin look like that, man. He looked shocked from the get-go. Like, he just didn't look himself. I mean, I think he probably felt the power from Ortiz and was like, fuck this shit. Like, and he just converted back to his old ways, like sitting on the ropes and just like, that ain't gonna work against a young, hungry fighter. But with the boots and the whole thing, I don't know, man. It just seemed like it's gonna be a problem for Boots at this weight. And I'm a hard critic of Boots. Like I am a hard critic for Boots because I know he's that good. And I just want to see him in there with with great fighters. Like I want to see him in there with people that go challenge him. And it just seemed like he ain't gonna never get that opportunity unless he just take the route of just getting the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna be able to just make these big fights with these other fighters with the belt unless he go through the proper channels. Like he got to be an interim and be a title eliminator and then get these fights. Like they just not gonna give Boots the opportunity to go in there and fight. You know what I'm saying? They go put the money in there. They go put the A side in there. They go put his resume in there. They go use a lot of tactics to keep from making these big fights. And I ain't saying that he'll win all these fights, but I just want to see him in there because I know he ultra super talented, and he deserved it. Like with him and Ortiz, I don't think Ortiz is scared of him. I ain't gonna put that out there, but I do think Oscar is a businessman. That's their cash cow, and they're going to go after the titles. They're going to try to swerve on Boots to say like we fought for this interim title to go fight for the who got the belt. What's the belt they got for Fundora and Thurman?
WBC.
Yeah, so like they go that route, and I ain't gonna knock them for it, but this fight overdue, and I feel like stylistically Boots will beat Ortiz because of his feet and hand speed. You know what I mean? A fighter that's gonna give Boots some problems is a fighter that has good feet, good reflexes, a twitchy fighter. Ain't no flat-footed fighter go come towards and beat Boots. He too intelligent and he too quick on his feet. So I mean, Oscar know what's up. Like, I mean, it's just unfortunate. Like, it ain't gonna happen. And if it do, it's just gonna be one of those situations where it get drug out. Oh, we going this route. We going this route. Boost. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know, man. It's weird, man. Boxing in a weird place when it comes to certain fighters. And trust me, I'm on Boots. Like I criticize Boots a lot because I feel like out of 35 fights, he should have had those marquee fights, or at least a couple of people on his resume. And he just, unfortunately, man, just is playing out that these promoters ain't trying to put him in the ring. with they top fighters or somebody that's generating some money.
All right, bro. We at 2 minutes. Stop. Make sure you stick around. We're going to be doing open panel, and as soon as we're done, like I think we got like 1, 2, 3 more people, and then as
Okay.
soon as the 3 people are up, then we're going to open panel. So stick around.
Yep.
All right. All right, my man, boxing outcome.
What's going on? Shout out to everybody.
What's good with you at? We at 51 minutes. Rip.
It's all good. Yeah, so for Boots, man, I would like him to, if this fight doesn't happen with Ortiz by February or March, move on. Because you could get the Xander Zayas fight in June. These guys, Oscar talking about maybe making Ortiz a fighter to fight, May and September, that type of style, like, because of the Mexican Independence Day and that sort of thing, Cinco de Mayo. But we shouldn't wait that long for this fight, especially when these two fighters have, defeated their opponents in the early rounds by knockout. You know what I'm saying? So if this fight doesn't happen by February, March, man, we're probably gonna wait like another 2 years, just like the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. That's what I think. But yeah, I'm a Boots fan. I used to, I when I would watch boxing like on Showtime, HBO, that's when I noticed him in the like undercards and whatnot. I think probably in a Danny Garcia fight even, but yeah, I'm from Philly myself, and his style is perfect for Vergil because he got the footwork, he got the athleticism, he can move around, and
Where you from? You from the lands?
what? Yeah, 17 Mount Vernon, 17 in Wallace, like Fairmount Park area, and then
I got you.
yeah, and also from the Badlands, like Second and Lehigh, Hancock, all that. Yeah,
I got you. I
yeah, but
got you.
that's pretty much my call, man. I don't know what happened with Lubin, man. That's kind of like dumb to you know who you're going up against. You look at his resume, you look at the knockouts he got. How you just gonna stay on the ropes with a heavy puncher like that? That don't make no sense. Salute. That's my call, yo.
All right, boxing outcome. I appreciate you. We're going to full chat in a little bit. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Great call. Hey, Damone, I don't know if you've been fully aware, but he called Bakram out too. Bakram got Josh Kelly on the 31st, and Eddie Hearn has the options on Bakram and Kelly. So whoever wins, I think they owe Matchroom a fight or two. So yeah, that Bakram narrative, that's not true, bro. He called Bakram out right after Lima. He said if he can't get Vergil Ortiz, then Charlo, Bakram, Baru, Xander, Fundora, any of the motherfuckers can get it. All right, so my man Jay, we at 54 minutes. Talk to me.
What's going on, man?
I'm chilling,
Appreciate you
bro.
for letting me on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I find this whole situation interesting with Boots. I think he's somewhat in a tough situation, but I don't know if I would look at Vergil as a duck if he were to fight Earl, simply because it wasn't, I mean, it was a few years ago, but I remember a time when Boots, Vergil, Stanionis, they were like guys that were just looking to get the fights with a Crawford or Earl Spence or Danny Garcia or Keith Thurman. And so I think in that regard, because of who Earl is and what he's accomplished in the sport, and because he's a guy that all those guys wanted to fight for a very long time, I think with him losing the way he lost, yeah, it looked bad, but because of who it was against, because it was Terrence Crawford, and then seeing what Terrence Crawford has done since then, I think in a lot of people's mind, they're like, well, okay, yeah, Earl, he has that one bad loss, but he's still Earl Spence. He's still accomplished more than probably all those guys put together. And so, as a fight fan, do I think the Vergil and Boots fight is a better fight? I think it's a better fight, but I don't know. I still got to see what Earl looked like since the Crawford fight. And so that's why I can't be quick to just call it a duck just because of Earl and what his name is and what he's accomplished. I can't knock that. And I know all those guys. Like, I think right now, if Boots could fight Crawford tomorrow, he ain't gonna be standing on business to fight fucking Vergil just because he said he wanted to fight him. Like, that's an opportunity that he been wanting for a long time.
I feel like the circumstances are different with that point of reference, but I understand where you're coming from. The one thing is Crawford ain't been out of the ring for 3 years. Two, the last time we seen Crawford, he wasn't dish ragged all over the. You feel me?
I feel you.
This
I'm
will,
speaking more to the name relevance
yeah,
of the
no,
guys.
I understand what you're saying.
Like, you could exchange Crawford. It could be Keith Thurman.
Nah,
Like,
boo.
if
I'm
Keith
trying to tell
Thurman
you.
bring a certain amount of
I'm
money
trying to. I'm
to
trying to tell you.
Boots,
One guy has their eyes directly on that guy. Need you to understand what I'm saying. One dude is out for blood.
but see, is that smart from a business
Bro,
standpoint?
bro. Whether you agree or not, one dude is out for blood, bro. And you can see it. One guy wants to beat one guy's ass. The other dude's talking about, yeah, I'll take all the big fights, and you know what I'm saying? I like this fight, I like that fight. And one dude saying, I want to, like, bro, I'm gonna make you pay for what they said. Two different completely, like, the energies is different. But we got one more person that we got to let on, and then we go into an open panel. I appreciate you stopping by.
I appreciate it.
216. I appreciate you being so patient, my brother.
No, it's good, my nigga.
You
What's
are
up with you?
you are the last person before we go open panel.
What's
All
good,
right,
my
so
nigga? I ain't
at
been on
the
your shit in a minute. I used to always be on there. You
right.
probably don't remember it, but I always been on
No,
your shit.
yo, listen. All the guys that support, I know exactly who you are. I
I
pay
gotta start.
attention to
I gotta start
comments.
hitting you up on the whisper call on the super chats too.
I
But
mean,
I don't know how to
shit.
do. I'm an
Please,
old nigga. I don't know how to do
uh,
none of that shit, bro. I don't know how to do none of
yo.
that shit.
Well, we have 48 minutes.
All right,
Finish
look,
off the
man.
hour. Go ahead, cook.
I just can't wait to boost more than Oscar team and them talking shit. Can you hear me? Cause I got a phone sitting up.
No, I can hear you.
Fuck Oscar and them team shit. Talking shit. I can't wait these shit niggas up. Niggas was shit. Like I seen Boots help niggas make money. What I say by that, I mean give niggas interviews. I'm sure he ain't charged them did. They niggas came down to Philly. I seen niggas, then they flipped on Boots. I'm like, damn. And then I'm a boxing fan, bro. Like at the end of the day, like, but I love the way Terrence Crawford fight. I don't like some of the shit he did. Like, well, I love the way he fight. I love the way. If you're a boxing man, how could you hate Boots? I just want him to shut niggas up. Like, more fuck Vergil team and all them. I can't wait these shut niggas up. Cause I seen niggas flipping. Niggas is making videos so he done. Bruh, he tried to fight him 5 years ago. Cause I really watched boxing. I listen to all y'all channels. I can't believe that shit that niggas was really running with that shit. And then niggas just like, it ain't just fans like, cause I know fans is fried. Man, niggas so man fanned out. I'm talking about dudes that got big channels like niggas that's in the know. Man, get your ass. I ain't go to bed, man. Hey, but niggas got big fucking boxing channels shitting on my nigga like, and he ain't my, I don't even know, but I'm a boxing fan, so I'm like, bruh, how could you hate on that? Look at the way he fight. That shit is crazy, like. All right, bro, that's my time.
No,
I want to
wait.
get on. Go
Wait.
ahead.
I've seen dudes change stances, and I try not to judge people. Whatever their reasons are, it's
It's,
whatever
you
their
know,
reasons are.
it's the reason. If it's the reason the money, I can respect it.
For me, the bread don't drive me though.
Me neither, my nigga.
I
But I
stand on what
understand if
I
niggas switched up for the bread, like
yeah,
fuck
but
it.
I stand on what I say. If it was me, and if I was Vergil, I'm fighting Spence. You know why? That motherfucker came to your fight in a hoodie. Everybody like, oh, take the hoodie off. It looks more professional. He ain't trying to be professional, bro. Nigga pulled up to you in a hoodie in your hometown. We
I know
black,
Virgil had on boxing shoes and boots had on regular
bro.
shoes,
Yeah,
but he
we
looked
black.
way bigger than them too.
We black. We know what that means when somebody pull up on your block with a hoodie on.
With the shit up, with it
Yeah.
on though, with the hood on
we know,
though, like
we know
with the
what that
hood
means, yo.
in the Mexican town with the hood on.
We know
I'm
what
like,
that means, yo.
I'm not saying Virgil's scared, but you seen bro, I grew up like in a different kind of life, like you know what I'm saying. So I read interview like I'm not definitely not thinking he's scared, but shut your ass up. I'm definitely not saying he's scared, but that nigga he's seen something right there. That's why after they talk, he's Crawford, this person, that person. No, nigga, you said Boots. You and Boots next, like, and everybody's talking all that shit, like, yeah, you and Boots next. After you said after in the post fight, not in the ring, but in the back, he started talking about a whole bunch of other names. And now you saying he said 10 it said M's, 10 M's.
Yo, yeah, a nigga show up on my block with a hoodie on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm
I'm
calling
look,
my niggas like, hey man, he
I'm,
out here.
I'm
Hey, I'm
looking,
like, he out here, bro. Let's get him. Let's get him.
I'm looking at Spence like, oh yeah, yo, so you coming back?
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, Spence, you coming back for real?
I'm gonna call my niggas like he calling us out, y'all. The niggas like, no, he calling you out, nigga, not us. Hey, he calling us out, y'all. Let's go get him.
Yo, you lean over to your man. Yo, you got that on you? Yo,
hey, hey,
you got
bro,
that on you?
back in the hood,
It's in the trunk.
Hey.
hey, in the hood back in the days, we used to have a sign like cause I'm like a little bit like 5'9", but I used to fight a lot like back in the days. We used to have a sign like if a nigga too big or if we swinging that shit, if I do like this, jump in. jump, if I do like this, jump in it, my nigga. Hey, he swinging that shit, my nigga. Jump in it.
Yo, it's one of them jokes like, hey, you looked on the news, you see how them niggas from Philly carry it. I think you gotta go to your trunk real fast. So, you know what I'm saying? We can make it out. We make it out of this arena, right? But in 216, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, you already know.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
All right, yo.
Why ain't that bed? Punch.
What, Source gone?
Now you back.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Justin Q joint. Yeah, man. Hey, bring it. You bring it over, man. Bring it over. Yo, that was something, dog. Like when Boo said, "I'ma pay for what they said," I was like, "Oh nah." You know you really are fucked up by then, boy. Oh my god.
Hey, look, man. EJ, and I said this to Mill, man. I don't know if you remember this. This was before the Crawford fight. EJ was doing an interview, and he was talking. And I was like, EJ don't sound right, man. Like, listen to how he talking. And you remember what you told me?
You hear?
Am I?
Oh, there you go.
I went out.
I mean, I'm able to hear you.
Did Mill go out?
No, I'm right here.
Nah.
Oh, do you remember what you said to me, Mill? When I
What?
said that to you?
When you said what?
You said when I said before the Crawford fight, I said to you that EJ was talking funny.
Mm.
You remember what you said to me when I said that?
No.
You said it was his teeth.
Yeah.
Because you was like, it was an accident. Bro, something wrong with EJ. EJ is damaged, bro. He got health issues. EJ is not coming back to fight, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, and he already didn't listen to Al. If Al is looking at him and he's looking at Vergil, bro, if he gets in that ring with Vergil will hurt EJ. He might permanently put him in a hospital, put him out of boxing. He's too big. He punched too hard, bro. He may not fighting that dude, bro. I don't see it. And see, the thing that just makes it so phony with that team is they was not talking about EJ before this, bro. They wasn't talking about no EJ fight with this. At least we could say there was some friction between Boots and Bud. You know what I'm saying? Going back. You know what I mean? Even though most of us thought the fight wasn't going to happen, but there was some friction there. So like the brother was saying before, oh, well, if he fight EJ, I wouldn't call it a dunk because if Bud would say he want to fight Boots wouldn't fight, Vergil. Yeah, but they already had some friction going on there. But that's just a fantasy thing because that's not going to happen anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? And see, the thing with Boots that's different and why he got that mindset, Boots is willing to fight tough fights and big names because he believes in himself. So all that shit about being a smart business move, it don't matter. Because Boots looking at it like, I'm going to beat all y'all and the money going to come. So line them up, whoever's supposed to be the best and all of that, come on. And whoever I can get, the schedule I was working on. And that's why, Mill, you got to put it out there more about how, like, when that stuff go on and talk about people scheduling, because those of us that ain't really behind the scenes, we don't be knowing how guys got mandatories and the guys that got belts is lined up and they promotional team and managers and making other moves. And you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't be knowing that, so they just, Boots need to go fight this person, Boots, and they don't be knowing that, and they just keep saying it.
All right, so let's start with that, right? The scheduling tells you a lot about what's going to happen, right? And the schedules tells you what's realistic and what isn't. So you got Bakram, you got Xander. All of them, they're fighting in January. So their schedules are kind of off from Vergil, off from Boots, because it's a literal 3-month gap in between them fighting. Now, could the fight still happen? Yeah, but that means Vergil and Boots will have to sit out in order to perfectly align with what Bakram and what Xander wants to do. And as boxing fans, we look at it as like, whoa, yeah, that's a big fight. So sit out the extra couple of months. But you're talking about missing out on a paycheck. You forget fights are paychecks. It's not just a fight. It's bread. So do I want to get paid twice this year? Do I want to get paid 3 times this year, or do I want to get paid 1 time this year?
And it's not guaranteed. What if the fighter get hurt or something? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to shape the career around somebody else's.
Yeah, so you can't really make your career about a specific guy. Injuries happen, life happens. And so you have to do what's best for you along with these venues. Let's look at the Miami Heat arena, right? Bang.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat play there.
Right.
You feel me? There are concerts there. There are comedy shows there. I think the Florida Panthers might play there. And so the dates are scarce because that's who you're competing with.
Right.
Taylor Swift could be coming to town. Beyonce could be coming to town, and so on and so forth.
Kelly Rowland might be coming to town.
This is true. Yeah, and so it's a lot that goes in with the scheduling, where fights end up landing, why fights might get pushed back. It's a business. It's really a business, and people are putting up millions of dollars to make a return. So I understand Rick Mirigian, Oscar De La Hoya, they see Spence a bigger name than Boots. Maybe not a more buzzing name right now, but historically a bigger name that has had successful pay-per-views. And they look at him as easy pickings because you coming off of getting your ass beat, 1, but 2, you coming off of a crazy layoff. And so that's the fight that makes the most sense for them because he could be cooked. And Boots not.
And he ain't got no coach. Who is coach now, too?
So everything's aligning up for you, for you to take that place, take the mantle of the Dallas Fort Worth area. So business wise, I would most certainly choose Spence because stylistically, Boots is gonna fuck you up. Boots is a tougher fight, and so I understand that, and I respect that position. But also, two things can be true. You should pursue the fight with Spence over Boots, but it is Duck. Bang, talk to me.
Yeah, my bad. What you was saying? You broke up on my end. You
I
just
said
giving
a
me the
lot.
flow.
Did y'all hit? Yeah, yeah.
No, but I'm
Cool.
saying you just when you say my name, you just giving me the flow.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, man. What's up, everybody? How's things? You know what I'm saying? We here, EH, my guy Mill. What we got? 2 minutes? All right, listen.
No. Two
Um,
minutes is done. It's an open panel.
uh, okay. How do I feel about this whole situation, bro? I think of course, Errol Spence versus Vergil Ortiz in Dallas. Shit. Hold on, my bad. Of course, Vergil Ortiz versus Boots versus Errol Spence in Dallas is a huge fight. But that ain't the fight we was talking about. That ain't who y'all said was ducking y'all. You feel me? That ain't what y'all was talking about. Hey, hold on, let me get it back 1 second. Let me line right quick.
Hey, Larry, what has Boots done? Nothing. Stop the BS. Boots is just hype. Well, Boots is a unified linear world champion. Tell me what Vergil Ortiz is. I'll wait for you.
Oh no, when Bang get through, I want you to break down the template for what a A-side fighter is.
Oh yeah. We had that joint, but one good point that was brought up in reference to Errol Spence, right? And this is why I say the Ortiz team mentioned Spence as a bailout plan. Nobody knows who Spence will be working with as a trainer yet. That hasn't even been solidified. So how would they be so sure that they could get a fight with Errol Spence if he don't even have like a whole camp, or he would be at a gym, whether it's his own gym or somebody else's gym, and have a trainer with him? It's like they just pulling out opponents just to say, oh, we got this option, we got that option, when realistically, you just know that somebody he went to your block, stepped up to you, and told you that, in a sense, your friends are gonna see me fuck you up because of what your friends was talking about. Not with what you was talking about, what your friends was talking about. That's pretty much what happened. Rick Mirigian, Oscar De La Hoya, Vergil Ortiz Sr., Robert Garcia, all talking smack. And now you're gonna pay for it. And oh, by the way, yeah, Boots didn't forget what you were saying from last November either. So that's gonna be part of that too.
Yo, I gotta address somebody real fast because I feel like there's a disconnect and maybe I phrased it wrong. But for my man, where is he at? For my man Wayne Johnson, Wayne, I know I know 8 figures is 10 million. He said 7 zeros. So 7 zeros means 8 figures. You got me? So maybe I didn't phrase it properly, but everybody knew what he meant on here. All right, go ahead, Cook. I just wanted to make sure he understood that he was talking about 8 figures. He said 7 zeros though. Go ahead.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
like I would.
my bad. I'm back. My
All right,
bad. My bad.
what
Just
up,
let you
man?
know I'm back.
Yo, you know we love the love,
What's
bro.
going on? Absolutely. We love the love. I don't mean to cut nobody off. I ain't even hear y'all. I'm just letting y'all know I'm back. My bad.
All right, yeah, man. Go ahead.
Oh well. I think Spence versus Virgil is a huge fight in Dallas, but we never heard about that fight. I never heard about that fight, bro. Y'all was saying this man was ducking. Don't come down here. Oscar talking about he shouldn't have came because now he's gonna be scared to fight Virgil. And now I'm starting to hear all these options for Virgil. When at first it was just Boots and Virgil. This is all I was hearing. Maybe I ain't hear everything else. You feel me? Y'all notice I said it on my channel, bro. I'm Texas to the bone. But I'm online. When I'm online, it's boxing over everything, bro. I know what I see, bro. I felt like that nigga Virgil Daddy was pissed off at Oscar for letting that man get in the ring with Eddie Hearn, knowing that that ain't what they agreed upon. It looked like Oscar didn't have. He was lost for words. He went to the back to the press conference and started freestyling. Yeah, Virgil hits hard, right? Yeah, I think they're gonna be scared. I told him not to come because he was gonna scare them with what he was about to do to Lewin. Scared, my nigga? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and Greg was just talking about this, bro. Like, bro, set that shit up. I was shit. You can put that bitch at the heart.
You breaking up, bang.
You know, Bang be in the middle of the woods.
No, I don't be in the middle of the woods.
Hey, Ford, is that you with the Virgil let me down?
He let me down, man. He let me
This
down,
nigga.
man.
Oh
Hey,
no.
hey, hey, they let me down, man. But we, let my. Hey, LG, I was just playing, Bang. I fuck with you, bro. I fuck with you, man. You be everywhere though, man. You and EH.
Well,
Y'all niggas be everywhere.
that's my job, baby. I be everywhere like broken glass. Y'all can still
Man.
hear me? Am I breaking up?
Nah, you good.
Yeah, hey, nah, like I was saying though, bro, like I feel like, bro, it's Texas over everything, bro, but it's box on the internet, it's boxing over everybody, bro, over everything, over every set, every side of town, every city. It's boxing, bro. And when I'm talking boxing, bro, I'm talking a nigga that need to have some type of slickness to fuck with Boots, some type of footwork to fuck with Boots, some type of high IQ to fuck with Boots, some angles. I need you to have an extra pair of hands. All that shit. I'm not saying Boots is Superman, but you can't be a live body standing in front of that man hoping to knock him out with your power. You have to set it up with something else. Virgil is very much loved by me. Virgil is very much supported by me. But I'm not stupid. I'm not just gonna be so blind behind being from Texas that I don't that I'm finna sit up here and say, man, Virgil might get that boy. Man, Virgil might get that boy. Bro, listen, bro. You got to have more than power, Lima. You got to have more than power, Villa. You got to have more than power, Virgil, Stanionis. You got to have more than power. All these niggas was niggas with no angles. All these niggas is niggas with no real IQ. No, and I see the same thing in Virgil, bro. He an exciting fighter, but you gotta be standing there for him, bro. And Boots ain't gonna be there for him, bro. That pressure, that gas tank, that everything, bro. Like I just don't see Virgil being able to withstand that. And I know that Oscar know and his daddy know that nigga Virgil do not need to have that fight. So they shouldn't have been talking about it. Cause bitch, I'm pulling up. I ain't lying about it. Eddie flew from the UK. We both flew from Philly and came to Texas. And you think I'm out here bluffing? You think I spent all these travel fees on bluffing?
Hey, my man, 216. We only can fit 6 on the panel. So if somebody hop off, I got you, bro.
Man, this shit is crazy work to me, bro. So Oscar is just gonna make this shit look even worse, bro. Oscar finna help make this shit look even worse, bro. So all I want to know is once they start saying there's more money in a Spence fight, we're thinking about taking something else instead of a Boots fight. I want them same people that say that Boots was ducking Virgil to come out here and say, hey man, Virgil, that ain't right. That ain't right, Virgil. That ain't right. Why did you do that? This is the fight. This is the fight. Like, come on, bro. So for me, is boxing first. I don't give a fuck where you from. If I feel like you can't beat the person who we talking about, I'ma say that. I'ma root for you. I'ma vote for you. But I'ma say, man, I don't think that boy can. David Benavidez, you can't get me to bet against David Benavidez until he get in there with Opataya.
Mm.
I feel like
Greggy
Opataya
Cash.
beat the shit out of
What's the deal,
motherfucking
baby? First of all,
Benavidez.
salute to the chat, salute to the channel, salute to the panel, salute to all my guys.
Yes,
Second
sir.
of all, second of
Greg,
all,
what up?
Virgil. What's the deal? Second of all, Virgil, we gotta call it straight. He bitching. He's bitching because before the fight, all you heard was Boots' name, left and right. They was doing interviews about Lubin, Boots would come up. They did the press conference with him and Lubin, Boots would come up. De La Hoya do an interview, Boots would come up. So then we saw it. I mean, we kind of had an inkling when De La Hoya said, "I hope they don't come down here because he don't want to see what Virgil look like in person." That was kind of like, what you mean? Ain't that how you make fights? Fuck is you talking about? So then Boots actually pull up, get in the ring. Virgil get there. They both say, "All right, it's time." Virgil said first, "I think this is the fight to make. I think this the one." Boots say, "Yeah, this the one. Let's get it." So it's like y'all had a verbal agreement. Then not even fucking a half hour later, y'all in the post press conference talking about fighting fucking Earl Spence, and Earl Spence is technically retired. We don't know what the fuck Earl Spence got going on because for one, I feel like he trying to find a trainer that he can stick to, and then for two, we don't even know if he really gonna fight again. You know what I mean? So why not fight Boots? It's been all these talks about how, you know what I mean, Boots ducked him or he ducked Boots and all that, and it's been, people going back and forth about that type shit. Now it's the perfect time because Boots just fought a month ago. You just fought yesterday. Y'all both got quick knockouts. What the fuck? You know what I mean? If you feel like you want the fight to be in Texas, then say that. But don't try to bring up fucking Earl Spence and he basically retired, bro. Like that's crazy. And I'm kind of fucked up with the game right now that we even letting this shit go. I mean, not that we have any control, but I ain't letting this shit go, bro. I'm on Virgil ass. Put it like that. Fuck it.
Yo, y'all brought up the whole thing from last year about Virgil talking all that shit then. And the fucked up part was that he even brought in Xander in that whole little situation.
Right.
And you bringing in other fighters trying to, kind of like help you out. But now here we are, fast forward. Now you gotta answer for all that stuff you was doing. And once that moment happens, now you got all the people around you saying that, oh, we got this option and that option. No, you should be like for example, you should be like Ryan Garcia and say, nah, fuck all that noise of what y'all talking. I want to fight with Tank Davis. You should be like, nah, fuck all that noise. I want to fight with Boots Ennis.
Real shit.
Hey, can I start
Yeah,
by
for
saying
sure.
something just real quick? And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And I just got to get this off because I was a big rider, man. This nigga Lubin threw me for the blue 42 fake, man. I swear to God, bro.
Hey man,
I don't know what the fuck that was,
hey man,
bro. But from round one, as soon as he put his back on the ropes, man,
man.
I'm like, how much did they pay this nigga, man? I ain't
Right.
gonna lie to you. Like, bro, nigga, I'm on all these panels and channels talking about this nigga Lubin can do this and do that. Bro, the way he looked, he shouldn't even have fought. That nigga was just in the way, man.
Bro.
Right.
That's what we gotta start there, bro. That shit was a waste of time, bro.
Real
Especially for
shit.
this shit to equal this, for it to equal nothing, for it to
Man,
equal nothing at all. They put that shot ass nigga.
Hey
in
man,
front of him, man.
listen, I was talking all that stuff, man. I was saying, hey, y'all better not sleep on Lubin, y'all. Hey, he got
Man.
the skills, all that type of stuff, man. I done picked Lubin to win by decision, and
But
then
you know
this joint
the crazy
happened.
the reason why I say it's a blue 42 fake though is not because of his performance, is because I said this too. I said this on Greg Live. I said, bro, I can hear the digression in Lubin's voice. This is
Mm.
his last stint. I just hope that he can put together a performance of his lifetime. I said K Karoma being his new coach, him getting a brand new coach is gonna be a big key, because is he gonna go back to the same shit that he always does, or will he be better defensively, man? They put a shot fighter that we all knew was shot. We just was hoping he had some life. We knew what that shit was, man. We lied to ourselves, bro. That's the reason why this fight got to happen next, because we lied to ourselves about this shit, and we lied to ourselves about the Lima fight. Let's call this shit straight. So the fact that we lied to ourselves about both of these performances, they wiped both of these niggas out. Man, let's see this shit next, man.
Real
For
shit.
real. Let's get
I
this shit going. Like Greg said, neither one of them took no type of damage. Vergil looked like he got hit and he was in a fight, but the nigga took no damage. Like Oscar is the like we got. I think Vergil let me down because Vergil gonna let this shit happen, and I feel like Vergil could do what Errol Spence did and say fuck them and let's get this shit going. But Oscar is letting us down, bro. We gotta call this shit straight, bro. Oscar is fucking this game up.
yeah,
They didn't let the worker become the boss, and he calling the wrong shots, man. This nigga is tripping.
real
He
shit.
tripping.
And I'm gonna say this. I get him trying to fight Earl Spence for the fact that they could do great numbers in Texas. I understand that. But that would have been if Earl was active. Earl ain't been in the fucking ring, bro. And it would only be looked at as you trying to boost your name off of a wounded dog. I'm saying wounded dog because the last time we saw Earl, he was in a bad situation. So for you to try to call yourself picking on Earl, and Earl, this would be Earl first fight at 54, and I know Earl don't give a fuck, but the thing is, bro, don't do that, bro. And it's been you and Boots since 47. Like, don't do that. That's corny
Hey,
as
no,
shit.
no, G. You know what? And I'm gonna say this, bro, cause Mills, like we was talking about this shit earlier on the first live, man. I don't care, bro. Fuck that Earl Spence shit, bro. If we was gonna get Earl Spence, then why the fuck did we get Lubin?
Right.
That's my whole thing about this shit. If you was going Errol Spence way and then you was going looking to other options from door, then why feed us Lubin and then serve a whole promotion on the Boots fight being next? That's the cold part about Oscar, is they sold the entire promotion mentioning the nigga's name as if bro. I just saw an interview today of Oscar saying out of his mouth, they had a verbal. It wasn't an agreement for sure, he said, but it was a verbal, like, yes, this fight needs to happen. So the fact that this promotion was sold on a nigga's name, that's probably why the fucking stadium was filled up. Let's talk facts.
Right.
Come
I heard that
on.
shit wasn't even filled.
It wasn't filled like the upper level wasn't even. They would pretty much covered that upper level part.
Right.
But
Come
I'm gonna
on,
be a
See
man.
hundred.
now.
I'm gonna
That's why
be a
they
Nah,
kept
hundred
if a
it.
with
Boots
y'all.
fight on that
I
shit
don't.
gonna definitely be filled, sold out. But my thing is too, like almost almost like what Greg said, like don't do that. And then on top of that, you call Earl name, he don't give a fuck. So he going to definitely come and fight you. You feel me? Like, yeah, I don't like
Nah,
none of that shit that's going on.
I'm gonna be a hundred with y'all. I don't even blame Oscar for what's going on. I blame his manager Rick. He a hoe. I've been told niggas that. I seen this shit coming from the gate. He putting all that bullshit, trying to play psychology with media. Oh, Boost and all this ducking, man. Boost was never ducking you.
Mm-hmm.
Stop using that. Y'all trying to bring him up from 154 last minute, and he decided to unify as him ducking. Then when he go up to 154 and sign off for y'all, now it's all types of bullshit. I seen it coming. And the crazy thing is, when he first did that shit and they first put it out there that they had an agreement, because Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, and Matchroom had an agreement. People need to understand is the zone. The zone is the real boss, the network. That's what the network is pushing for. So Matchroom and Golden Boy came up with an agreement that we're gonna make Vergil versus versus Boots. Then when that got put out there, that's when you started seeing his dad and his manager, especially his manager, act like a hoe because they're not involved in the negotiations. So
Right.
I've been told people that it's gonna come down to Virgil's team, and now you see what's going on. Now it's all types of excuses. Oh, we got this. Oh, we got options. Oh, I'd rather have Earl. When they were just saying Boots didn't do nothing. When Earl didn't fight in three, was it been 3 years, and he never
Almost.
fought at 154.
Almost 3.
So
Yeah, all the pump fake, yo.
No. But hold on, bro. Hey, Johnny, I fuck with you, gang. But bro, we got it, bro. We can't say we see. That's the problem, bro. We can't keep saying we understand Oscar, cause I'm gonna be real. I was just saying I don't understand Eddie. Real shit. Like we can't keep on saying, "Oh, I understand this and the business and oh yeah, I get it, bro." The promotion of this fight was ran on one fight being next. Now all of a sudden this shit is becoming like it's like a literal play. Like I'm starting to think everything is a fucking play. Like I was just saying I don't get what Eddie is doing and why what the fuck is he doing? I was saying the same shit about Eddie, and now I'm saying the same shit about what Oscar is doing, bro. This shit is like it's literal blasphemy, bro. Like it's literal blatant lies and like you said, psychology with the media. But we can't keep saying that we understand this shit because that's why it's being accepted and why it's being shoved down our throats. No homo. Because we saying, oh yeah, I understand it and build it up. Man, fuck all that build it up shit, man. We didn't build this shit up from 47. Let's see it. One guy pulled up. Like, why this shit is corny? Hey, why do you even mention, hey, Boots, come here? If that's not
Right.
next, what's the point?
he
What's the
only
point?
said
Because
he
That
only
shit
like
is a
the
said Boots come
play.
here because Boots was in that ring.
But that's what I'm saying. Why they knew they was coming? Why even let them in a fucking arena?
Because that's when I said notice how he wasn't even in the front
all for
row.
the public.
He was right there by the ring. The zone runs it. So the zone already pressured. This is the fight we want to make. So Golden Boy, Low Key, and Matchroom agreed upon. We're going to make this fight because the zone is going to put the most money into that fight. It's Virgil's team now.
I heard they said talking about like 10 mil or some shit like that.
They
That's what
Yeah.
yeah,
Rick Mirigian said. His
yeah,
manager.
that's why
And
I
I
said
ain't
it's
gonna lie,
good.
I'm gonna say this too though. And I was just saying this in the comments, bro. Like fuck it. And this I ain't gonna lie. This low key was gonna tell us about Boots too though. Cause if I was Boots, bro, I would take the L as far as negotiations. Go to the nigga backyard, give him all favorable terms, and drag him, bro. Fuck it.
But you gotta look at it, bro. That on terms, right? Virgil's never a champion. Can't say he sell out.
Right.
You can't. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this in our backyard. Like, who is you?
Well, the best
But the
thing,
reason why I say that, is just because we heard Oscar come out and say out of his mouth, it's our turn. So what that sound like to me is Oscar is damn near putting a gun to their head saying, if it's not my way, it's the highway.
But
Right. And I don't
that,
So
but
what
understand
the
I'm
that
saying
neither
is,
because it's like,
so what I'm saying is if I'm Boots, say fuck it, give it your way, and I'm gonna drag you your way.
the
Fuck it.
best thing to do,
what
what they
you
gonna
see,
do if the
Cole,
fight gonna happen, is gonna end up in Vegas. Like I said before, the one that got the main play on his say when it comes to all that will be the zone. They the ones putting
For
out the
sure.
money.
I agree.
But it,
but that's because the zone is where all the networks is going. That's where all the promotional companies is going to put their fighters on a TV platform. So yeah, the zone has, the final say for sure. But Oscar is the one promoting Vergil Ortiz.
the
So
most
if
if I was
Oscar ain't on
Boots,
board, then
I'm the more accoladed, I'm the more popular.
right,
I'll go 50-50 with you. That's the
that's
most.
right.
the hey Johnny, that's
Yeah,
the best. That's the best Boots can do. Going 50-50, bro.
Go
yeah,
50-50. Go
and
50-50.
that's
I
what I'm
want this
saying
fight.
too.
I'll go 50-50 with you.
I don't know why Oscar keeps saying Virgil holds the cards and all this shit. I'm like, bro, Boots got better and more accomplishments. Like this nigga
But
was a
see,
unified
look,
champion
and
at
that's what I'm.
47. Who
But
the
But
look,
fuck
that's
is
what I'm
Virgil?
saying
but
though.
I'm gonna
And he
I'm gonna
fought
play
Stanley
devil's
Jonas, who
advocate
was
though.
an Olympian,
Wait,
who has
Billy, before you
records
play
and fought
devil's
other
advocate, that's
like.
what I'm trying to explain. Oscar has been a fighter before, y'all, so he know how this shit go. Oscar knows that if we really think about it, like Mills was just saying, the timelines for all the other champions they fighting, the only two that's in like the timelines match up is Virgil and Boots. Oscar knows that they need each other just as much, so Oscar is damn near putting a gun to their head, saying it's our way or the highway. The fight doesn't happen. Oscar's not afraid to not make the fight. Oscar's been. That's what I'm saying. Like motherfuckers ain't getting that. I see exactly what the y'all know what the nigga's doing, bro. He putting a
Yeah,
gun to the
Right.
nigga head.
Because
Come
Oscar
on,
know
y'all.
it's a big chance
and they
that
got the
Virgil will
Cause he
lose.
know
So
it's a
it's
big
like,
fight. He know
yeah,
they need each other.
right. They need
they got
hmm
leverage. They got
They got
leverage.
leverage.
Yeah.
leverage.
Exactly.
Yep.
I want that bag. If I gotta put him in with Boots,
The
but for
only
all that, I'll put him in with
That
somebody
you right.
else. Make
You right.
I
School.
wouldn't.
I mean, you right,
And
B.
see, that's what I mean because I wouldn't say Oscar. I mean, I wouldn't say Virgil's the A side. Maybe I was wrong, but Virgil and them that side they have the leverage right now, y'all. For real, they got the leverage.
I
is
kind
I
of
wanted to
agree.
say this.
See the reason why.
This is what
Oh,
you
go
need to
ahead, John.
understand, right? That they just mentioned the names, right? If Golden Boy, remember Golden Boy has a DAZN contract, right?
thank you, baby.
So Golden Boy can't go and negotiate with PBC like, yeah, my fighter is gonna fight on Amazon Prime and all that without the zone being involved.
Yeah. See, when I like what Foreign was saying, playing devil's advocate, Boots seems to have the hard time getting good names in the ring with him. You know what I mean? And Virgil, even though he's not the draw that Boots is or whatever, he's able to get top five opponents in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like Lubin on the Ring magazine was top five. Madrimov was top five. You know what I mean? So like dudes ain't swerving. Like they could say that, but dudes ain't swerving Virgil. So Virgil seems to be able to get these fights. I know he's not a champion yet, but like he could say, my resume is nice. You know what I mean? At 154, he could say, who have you beat at 150? Even though Boots is the lineal champ, Boots does more numbers. I understand that, and I would favor Boots to win that fight. But like Foreign is saying, they seem to have the leverage because they brought up Spence's name. They know that's a big draw in Dallas. If him and Spence fought at AT&T Stadium, I don't even think Spence is on the radar. I don't even know if Spence is really even considering that. But they were able to use Spence's name last night. It's just different things that I see from them. And what Foreign's saying is that if everything don't go their way, they're gonna weasel out of this fight.
If one thing is they weasel out, all right, you everybody would know is a clear duck. I think Boots got haters where they gonna just make excuses. But at the
Yeah,
end of
for
the day,
sure.
if you're on Boots end, you can't keep on being like, oh yeah, I'm taking 80-20, this and that. No, you go 50-50. They don't want more than that.
Right.
All right, cool. I got to line up a date in March, April. I'm already lined up to fight the winner, Xander Zayas and the guy was the name of Brew. So
Yeah.
there's situations you go about it. Who cares? The media going to talk. That's why I was like, the media is here to manipulate. There's people that Corley just don't dislike Boots because he's a threat to their favorite fighter. So it
Right.
is what it is. People going to see Duck, but at the end of the day, with somebody like Virgil, he's not in a position to be like, yeah, I want 80-20, this and that. All right, I got the accolades, I got the name. I will give up money. I will give up way more money out my purse, which Boots been aiming to do. He did it with Stanley Jonas, and he tried to do it with Norman. So just all right, we can go 50-50. Let's go 50-50. We have go mutual in Vegas. Let's have everything else will play out. That would be the
Hey,
best bet. If they can't do that, you can't just leverage in and make Oscar De La Hoya and Virgil and all them do that. Let them
But but
outprice
see,
themselves.
but see, that's what I'm saying though. We like I'm telling you, bro. This shit sounds good, bro. It's and I wish that if shit went like that and motherfuckers was just willing to go 50-50 with the nigga and Eddie Hearns had a mouthpiece to where he just talking niggas in a 50-50, I'm sure we would have been got the fights. But it's clear, bro. It's clear that sooner or later, either this nigga they gonna have to overpay like they've been doing, or they gonna have to take money out of the it's gonna like you can't get
Even
everything, and
even
that's what I mean when I
overpaying
say This
And
shit
then
is
I'm
gonna show.
saying like 10 mil, like they want 10 mil guaranteed. That sounds
Yeah,
crazy to me.
10
I mean,
mil
I
is
don't know how.
wild, bro. 10
Yeah, I
mil is
don't know
wild.
how
I
much
agree.
boxers
That's
make,
out of
but
the
bitch,
park.
what?
Honestly, I don't think neither one of them is $10 million fighters. If we talking
Right?
for
Like
real,
that sound like some Terrence Crawford and Canelo shit type shit. Right? If I'm
But
for
being
real,
honest.
yeah,
But
10
notice
million.
T-side
how
Terrence Crawford,
Bro,
Canelo, definitely.
I said that's like numbers for Wilder versus Fury in their first fight, not even the
Yeah,
rematch.
like that's what I'm saying. I don't think neither one of them are true pay-per-view stars. If we talking honestly, 10 million is crazy.
But that shows you how much of a threat Boots is.
Right.
Right.
Yep, I
No,
Like
agree.
they ain't
no.
the only
I
two that
can
brought up
agree.
that 10 M's, Keith Thurman, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they saying if I'm gonna get in there with them, you gotta pay me. And that's the thing. Like you gotta overpay me.
That's what
You
I'm
gotta
saying.
you gotta pay me above market value. And I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. These dudes, the thing is, bro, I don't feel like nobody's putting enough pressure on Vergil and his team after what happened last night. After what they said last night, and so
That
they are going to be allowed to, because they took the Lubin and the Madrimov and the Boychuk fight. They're going to be allowed to. It seems
Skate
like
by.
that
it seems like fans are going to allow them to skate by on this fight and say, and then guess what they're going to do? If Boots don't fight a big name in his next fight, they're going to say, "Look at Boots fighting another can. He fighting another lima beans."
that
And it's
that
just
that's what I'm saying. You already got the Mexicans and all that. That's going to be ride or die for Virgil. They going to hop on. They relate to him, and then you got certain fan bases. I hate mentioning fan bases, but if Boots even fight Virgil, they're going to be Blaxican. So that's why I was like, he already got a narrative that the media pushing against him. So that's why I was like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can't keep on being like, oh yeah, 80-20 and all that. No, you can't
no.
go into Virgil like that. All right, go 50-50. If Virgil just want to play out, people gonna really know it's a duck and it's a duck. It just happens like that. But you can't be like, oh yeah, I gotta give up 80% of my purse
No,
and stuff
no, hey
like that.
Johnny. Anybody that say that is crazy. 50-50 is more than reasonable. Like 50-50 is actually
Right. Because I feel like nah, for sure. That's real reasonable. Because I feel like in reality it should be like 60-40 for Boots. Like
right.
if you want to be real, I feel like he's more of like the attraction, better
Yeah,
skills. You feel me?
Definitely.
Bigger star. Like, but nah, y'all right.
and got more accolades. So if I'm giving you 50-50, you have no reason not to take this fight. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like Boots has shown that he's willing to take money out of his pocket and do things to try to get these fighters in the ring. So like Johnny said, if you put 50-50 out there and these dudes decline it, you got to move on with your career. You know what I mean? And the people seen what you did in the ring. People saw that you walked in there, pressed him, said, "Where the papers at?" Bet on it, and
But
more than
Billy,
that. Yo,
bro, but billionaire, bro. My bad. I be from nigga, but you know why I don't like that shit though, bro? And this
yeah,
is coming from me, bro. The reason
go
why I
ahead.
don't like that shit is because it becomes a Terrence Crawford situation, bro. And that's where I start to understand what motherfuckers like when Mills and them be trying to say, bro, they judging them the same exactly what they was doing to Crawford. I be arguing saying that they don't, but I'm seeing it, bro, because it was points in times where Terrence Crawford could have just took some shit out of his purse and made these fights happen. Maybe it could have happened, but he never did. So now look at it. The nigga 3-time undisputed and motherfuckers is still figuring out challenges for him to make because we never really saw him against the competitors that we should have at the times that we should have because of failed negotiations, because of all type of shit, because of the loops around the business. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, I just don't want this shit to turn out like that where a guy completes so much and we never got to see the fights that we truly wanted to see. And it's the same situation where we picking holes at his resume or picking holes at what he's accomplished or what he's done. Cause that shit be real, bro. And it's like it all will happen if guys will put their pride aside. Even some fighters we talking about. Just put your pride aside, man. Get that nigga 70-30. Go to Texas. Say fuck him. You feel me? Bet on your fucking self,
Yo,
man.
yo,
Like,
Yeah.
cause it's
Daniel.
gonna come to a point where you could go undisputed, but niggas might have ducked you so much that you might be undisputed against niggas that nobody know, and they
Yo,
saying the same shit that they always say.
hey,
We don't know
foreign,
who you beat to
foreign.
go undisputed.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop you on that real fast, right? So this,
55-45
so
is best.
this. No, we. No, I sat back and I'll let y'all cook. You do that when the person is worth doing that for.
Mm.
Here's the reality. Boxing, ever since the 80s, they did a census of where the boxing dollars were coming from. And it said that it was coming from the Mexican community. And ever since then, they kind of geared things towards the Mexicans. And whereas though before the Mexicans weren't considered an East Side because of the fan base that they brought. And just let people know we got 15 minutes left. We've been going hard for 2 hours, but we got 15 minutes left. Ever since then, if a guy is a Mexican, people automatically assume that he has a big following because the Mexicans seem to spend the most dollars in boxing. But that's not always the case. And Vergil Ortiz doesn't draw close to what Jaron Ennis draws, respectfully. Foreign, you're talking about if the actual guy that you're trying to get the ring with is a star, is an A-side, right? You might have to take the short on Oscar De La Hoya. You might have to take the short with Canelo Alvarez. You might have to take the short with a Tito Trinidad. But he's never been a world champion. The Dickies Arena holds 14,000. So effectively, for your last 4 fights, you have been fighting on bigger stages than him. To me, Vergil isn't a Hall of Famer. Isn't like a guaranteed Hall of Famer that you putting his name on your resume is going to guarantee you that you've beaten somebody of elite level. We don't know if Vergil's elite yet. You feel me? So
yeah, I get you.
So I understand what you're saying. In certain aspects, you're 100% right. But in this particular aspect, he can't call no shots. The reality is by Boots giving him 50-50, it's Boots giving something, acquiescing. What's going to be the difference between Vergil Ortiz and Xander Zayas in 5 years? Like
one was a world champion.
I'm just saying, having that name on your resume. What's going to be the difference?
One was a world champion and one wasn't.
Well, nah, hey Mill,
A unified world champion.
Billy.
Yo,
I'm not giving feeling, Billy.
Yeah.
I feel like you're telling me about what you feel.
Yeah.
I'm telling you about what is real.
Yeah, that's facts.
What is real is Xander's a world champion.
Facts.
What is real is Vergil with the solid names that he fought.
Yeah.
Either was coming off of a loss or had been stopped a bunch of times. This is Madrigal coming off of a loss. Erickson Lubin been stopped twice. Mean Machine got stopped. Boyachuk got stopped. I could literally keep going. So he fights good names, but they're also vulnerable names. It's great matchmaking.
I agree.
If you telling me how can somebody be an A side when you draw more money than them and you have accomplished more than them in said sport, they are not the A side over.
No, Boots is the A side. I agree. I definitely agree. I do think Boots has something to gain by beating Vergil though, because they look at Vergil, number one in the Ring magazine. I don't know how he is without a belt, but they have him number one.
You don't know because he fights on Ring magazine cards.
Yes, but that's big. I mean, that's still a trinket for Boots though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think beat as many top guys as you can. Like, you know what I mean? I want Boots clean out the division.
I feel you, but I feel like you're trying to make it about just getting this dude.
Yeah, 50-50.
Okay, Billy, I'm gonna put it to you like this, all right?
Yeah.
Fundor versus Vergil. Who's the A side in that situation?
Fundor.
Okay. So if Fundor is the A side over Vergil, then wouldn't fighting Fundor mean more?
Yeah, of course.
That's my only point. Where does he rank in the division as far as what does he rank? Fourth, fifth? As far as marketable fights?
Who, Vergil?
Yes.
Probably second or third.
I was gonna say third.
Okay. You say second or third, right?
Yeah.
Is he gonna make more money than Charlie?
No.
Is he gonna make more money than Spence?
Is Spence gonna fight?
Now, yes.
No. I'm naming names. Is he gonna make more money than Spence?
No.
Is he gonna make more money than Fundor? Might be on par, right?
Might be on par. Probably just about the same.
Okay, so why would you go out of your way to acquiesce to somebody who would be third to fourth tier? So
well, Mill, Spence and Charlo ain't fought in 2 years. So I'm talking about guys that's active. Them dudes, so this is my thing. Vergil is more marketable than a Bachram fight. He ain't more marketable than Xander. I'll give you that, because I think Xander and Boots and Madison Square Garden will go crazy if he beats Baru. But Baru ain't more marketable than Xander. Bachram ain't more marketable than Xander. Madrimov ain't more marketable than Xander. So you're just looking at these names. Brandon Adams ain't more marketable than Vergil. So you just start naming the names.
I know. I feel like you're looking at it short-sightedly because you're telling me that Spence and Charlo haven't fought. But yet and believe the reason why we're fucking having this conversation, Billy, is because of Earl Spence. Are we not?
Yeah.
So he's either on the table, possibly, or he's not on the table.
Yeah.
It can't be on the table for one guy and not for the other. He's either on the table as a potential big fight in the division, or he's not.
Which
that's my only point.
I don't believe he on the table for Vergil until I hear Spence say something. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then the whole conversation that we are having is irrelevant.
Absolutely, and that's why I think Vergil is. That's why I think Vergil and them are trying to get out the fight by even mentioning Spence.
Exactly.
That's all I was saying.
Spence ain't even talked about coming back. He don't even got a trainer like they said.
But where I was telling y'all from Mill, Vergil ain't nobody that you give up all your.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nah, I agree with that though.
No, I don't.
The way you broke that down, I agree.
Giving up.
I agree.
I'm desperate for this fight to happen.
Yeah, but do you think so? So you think 50-50 is giving up? You think 50-50 is giving up everything though?
Yeah, no, when it comes to boosting, you're giving up your leverage. You go 50-50.
My only point, Billy, is the fact of you are essentially treating him like that. Ever since the 80s, everybody's looked at, okay, the Mexican dollar is what's carrying boxing. And so if somebody is a Mexican and then they have a name, then all of a sudden they are the clear-cut A-side, but it doesn't work that way. Gervonta Davis was the A-side against Ryan Garcia. Not every Mexican fighter is the A-side. Not every black fighter is the A-side. There's a bunch of fighters. There's a bunch of fighters that are good that people really haven't galvanized around. And right now, Vergil and Boots are in the building stages of star power.
I got a question.
Wait, real fast. Boots might be a little bit ahead of them as far as star power, but you don't acquiesce to somebody who is building just like you. You acquiesce to somebody who's already built.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. I agree with everything you're saying. I just want, and it's me. Like, I just want this Vergil fight. So I feel like, because people was calling Boots a duck for this guy in all these different situations, and now he got pressed, and now they looking for ways out to me. And also the 10 million thing is crazy. Why put that out in the media, and why let this why negotiate in the public like they were doing? You know what I'm saying? Like that, to me, that's a sign that you don't really want the fight when you start.
This ain't even got nothing to do with. Oscar and them don't want it next. It's
absolutely
obvious. Once you start putting these things out there, so it's not foreign. It's not a number that I can give you per se. that will make you
No.
want
I
to do
wasn't
it
gonna ask
next.
about a number.
No,
Bill,
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying it's not a number. It's not anything like, okay, well, he's the A side. You can give up this and that for the fight to happen. Once you start talking like this, you are creating a lane for you to get out of it. You are essentially saying, look, I don't want this next, and I'm going to use this as a justified reason because they're not going to go for this. The numbers don't dictate that I'm this. So if I start asking for it, they'll immediately shut it down, and then that's my excuse.
I got a
But
question.
Billy,
So
that's
what
going
about
back to
like?
what I was saying. We already know it's a narrative. You seen it. You went up approach. You seen how the whole team react. I was like, ain't nothing he could do when it's already a narrative. The Mexicans is already going to be against Boots when it comes to Vergil. Then there's a certain crowd. I hate mentioning his name because people what you call that's going to be Blaxican. So at the end of the day, Boots can't just give up all his leverage. If you have to fight somebody in March, April, and somebody else, it is what it is. But the real, it happened. You seen it approach. You seen how the manager. Now just we gotta hope that it comes together. If not, the real know who's ducking.
Hey, I got a
I've been
question
saying
before
it.
you go.
Forward, go ahead, bro.
What about because you were saying like how like the Mexicans they be having a big fan bases and we see they have a name so we think that whatever. So what about the Pitbull and Lamont Roach shit? Who do you think is the A side there?
I know Lamont's getting more money.
Damn, that's crazy. See, yeah, you're right. Shit, do because I thought Pitbull would be the A side in that situation.
I mean,
That's
Lamont
crazy.
coming off a draw with Tank, so he got momentum going on.
One guy
That
lost to
draw is
Rayo.
almost like a win for him.
One guy lost to Tank and Rayo, and your boy Lamont got a draw with Tank, and a lot of people thought he won, so he got that momentum behind him. And like you said, like Mill saying, just because you're a Mexican fighter don't mean you got a crazy fan base. Like that's a misconception. And the only reason why I want Vergil so bad is because they both young, and Vergil and them was talking so Robert Garcia, everybody was talking greasy like, and they was talking about the two tune-up shit. You know what I mean? So I just wanted
Man,
But what I'm saying is, once you start asking one dude to bend because you want to see it, you are
yeah,
putting all the onus on him instead of the guy who's actually the roadblock to the fight not happening. As fans, we got to stop doing that sometimes. If dudes don't want to fight, then they don't want to fight. You may want to see it, but you can't ask one dude to go out to the woodshed for the sake of your entertainment or for the sake of narrative. Because the truth is, if he beats Xander, if he beats Fundora, if he beats Bakram, do you really think that the Vergil shit is gonna Virgil's not that guy?
no,
We're trying to thrust it and force it. Now he could end up being that guy for the Mexicans, but currently he's not that dude.
no.
He's another good Mexican fighter, right? Respectfully, Benavidez isn't even that guy to them yet. He could
really
be
that guy.
but no, he's not. That guy is Canelo. That guy is Ryan Garcia to them. By the way that they sell. Benavidez is on the cusp of being that guy, but he's not currently.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's the guy to the public eye, but he's the guy. He's that guy for sure.
No, as a fighter, he is.
As a
but
fighter, yeah, he's that guy. That's what I'm talking about.
It just seemed like dudes. It just seemed like fans are like fickle. Like they don't get behind the person that you would think that they would get behind. It's weird.
It is.
It's weird.
Weird as hell.
But now I'm out of here though, man. I just have to say that, man. Hey, shout out to Mills, man. If you hear, man, hit the like button, man. I'm out of here.
I appreciate you, foreign. I was falling asleep. I ain't even lie.
Man.
I was pulling a G.
Yeah, I'm out of here too, man.
No
Appreciate you for
blankets.
having me. Salute to the channel and everybody, man.
All right, much love to y'all. Hey, much love for him, and much love, bro. But Mill, so this is I know Eddie got another plan too. I know Eddie, he got the option on my boy Bakram, and Josh Kelly. I know he got an option on their fight. And I know Boots is the interim champ for in the WBA, and so I know he has multiple routes to a belt. So I mean, they ain't gonna be to avoid him for long. But yeah, man, you right though. I mean, I wouldn't give up everything for Vergil.
Hey, yo, you from Texas, so I think that y'all might view things a little differently. But I don't even see him as like that. I feel like he's just another guy in the division. Now, is he a good name to have? Yeah, he's a good name to have. But so is everybody else.
Yeah, 154 is loaded, man. It's stacked. So I go ahead.
When it comes to and I want everybody to know I'm fair. When Xander was talking about that come to Puerto Rico shit and oh yeah, if you want to fight me, you got to come to Puerto Rico. Bro, I'm not coming to Puerto Rico. Like, yeah, you got the belt. And I respect the fact that you're the champion, but I'm popping just as much as you're popping currently. We are about the same, even though you are more accomplished because you won a belt. But that don't mean you're gonna take me out to the woods yet. To me, Xander doesn't have the cachet or the pull yet to make a dude like Vergil come to Puerto Rico. And if I was Vergil, I wouldn't do it. We can do it in Vegas. We can do it in a neutral site. But you ain't carrying it that way to come to Puerto Rico. Now, when you start to be on pay-per-view, when you start to be in a big room in the garden and you selling that bitch out, then I might have to go. Yeah. But as of right now, you're not there yet.
So if he beats old boy Abbas and gets that second belt, what do you think?
Everything's going to determine by how the poppies get behind him, though. That's what it's really about. Do you draw? Am I going to make the most money with you? Because that's when guys start to bend. It's either two ways. It's either you are vulnerable and I feel like I could beat you, or you will cash me out.
Yeah. What's up, BH?
Billy, what's happening, man? Good to hear your voice, bro.
What's up with you? Yeah, go ahead, man. Talk to us, man, because I know.
I just wanted to ask Mill to clarify that because, you know, he's been doing this thing the last 4 or 5 years. Is that still the criteria for a guy being the A side that he brings the money in? Is that still the criteria?
To me, yes. It's always going to be the criteria. Money drives the sport, right? And for me, a dude like Jaron Ennis, would Vergil Ortiz be a nice name? Yeah. But Vergil Ortiz isn't going to put Boots over. Now, if you were to tell me that Terrence Crawford said, my nigga, you got to come to Omaha, I'm going to pick your gloves, I'm going to pick your shirts, I'm going to pick what you eat that day, Terrence Crawford can get Boots over.
Right. Okay. I want to make sure I'm not outdated because I know I'm an old dude. So sometimes the way I think, people tell me I'm outdated.
No, Canelo can get Boots over. Gervonta can get Boots over. And even a situation with Ryan Garcia, a dude like Boots might have to bend a little bit to Ryan Garcia.
Now, this is what I wanted to say about the Ryan thing. I've been saying this for years. If Ryan is selling shampoo, if Ryan is selling posters, if Ryan is selling lip gloss or something, he's probably going to make a lot of money. Ryan's following has not translated to buying boxing tickets. It hasn't. And if I'm wrong, I want somebody to point me in the direction and show me where those numbers have changed that.
You're 100% right. When it pertains to him, Ryan's going to sell when it's him with a popping black dude.
Right.
So his shit is indicative of whoever he's going up against. Like, he has star power, but he doesn't have the star power where it's singular, or the star power. You look at his social media following and his star power in the ring don't align.
Yeah, don't translate to buying tickets.
Yeah, but if you bring a popping black dude with Ryan, it's going to do well. And that's why I said you might be acquiescing to Ryan a little bit. With Bud and Canelo at this point, they would have to pick the situation. And you got to rock with it.
Right. Floyd did it with Oscar. Floyd
Yeah.
had to do it with Oscar. He said Oscar broke everything, the ring size, gloves, all of that. See, that's why I said I want to make sure that it's still the same and that hasn't changed because that's how I understand it. Because I know the power and the value of money hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? So when people are saying this, like to be honest with you, to be quite honest with you, it gets me angry because I feel like black people downrate their power. It's black people filling up the Wells Fargo, well, formerly the Wells Fargo. When I went there, I saw black people spending money to come see Boots fight against some guys whose name we couldn't pronounce. And I'm not going to back off of that. I'm not, you know what? But see, I'm glad all this is happening because this is going to, I'm going to make sure at Boots' next fight, I don't give a fuck if he's fighting a Gardner. I'm sacrificing. I'm
Okay. Wait.
sacrificing whatever I'm
EH.
doing, and I'm coming and I'm buying a ringside seat because I'm tired of people acting like black people don't support black people. Fuck that. We got somebody
Yo.
right now who black people getting behind him, and we not gonna acquiesce to motherfuckers because of some race shit. Fuck that. Fuck that, man.
Right? Let's look at this objectively. Jaron Ennis was able to put 10, 12, 14,000 in there with foreigners. Mind you, in there with foreigners, guys who aren't from there, guys that don't have a foothold in America to where as though, number one, they have name recognition, but number two, they have an actual fan base that could actually help you. What would Jaron Ennis be doing if he actually got a Jesus Ramos, a Xander Zayas, a Mexican or a Puerto Rican, an Irish guy in the ring, where they could actually bring something to the table as well? That 14,000 is going to turn to a dub. That Wells Fargo fight is going to turn into an MSG fight. And so, no, you don't make your career chasing a Vergil Ortiz, a less accomplished, less draw. You don't do that. If he wants to fight, cool. If he doesn't, then it's business as usual. I can go see Xander. I'm his mandatory. We can do this shit. Puerto Rican, what did Eddie say? Puerto Rican parade weekend and MSG. He does the little room. I'm bringing 10,000 with me. That's only an hour and a half.
Yep.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna extend it for another 13 minutes because we got some people hopping on. But after this, I'm done. I'm going to sleep.
For sure. Appreciate you, Mia.
BSC, what's good with you, baby?
Yeah, man. I want to say, bro, I'm in full support of Boots now, bro. Because I've been rocking with him before, but I want him to prove himself. But I see a lot of cowardice going on, bro. Before the fight and after the fight, and niggas still talking about Bakram, knowing that Eddie Hearn just won a purse bid for him. You know what I'm saying? He tied up. He can't fight him. Baru fighting Zayas, Thurman fighting Fundora. So all the champions held up. So the best fight to make for Ortiz and Boots is each other. So why is these niggas making every excuse not to fight the nigga? You know what I'm saying? You talking about Spence and Crawford, and you prefer Spence before Boots. Like, what was all that shit
They
in the
making
ring
the
about,
same
bro?
excuse as Brian Norman made. It's like you got to
What
get a payout when you fight Boots because that could be your last fight. Boots is the
they
truth.
Well, I mean, I'm saying if you scared, say you scared, but don't say
You're not
Boots
gonna do
scared.
that.
Like
No, come on.
Robert Garcia saying, "Oh, Boots is scared. He don't want to fight," and talking about they got options. Vergil talking about Spence. Oscar talking about, oh, they not gonna want to fight. Y'all got every excuse in the book. Even if you gave him 10 million, it's gonna be something else. Them niggas, like I knew
That's
they didn't want to smoke before the fight, but it's like it's clear, and his dad definitely don't want the smoke. Talking about who did he fight? He got to do something, and get out of here. Ortiz ain't even did that much to be talking like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the best fight and the
Yo,
biggest fight for
honestly,
him right now.
that's what's cooking me. And I feel like that comes from us just feeling like because the dude is an undefeated Mexican, then he has the full support of the Mexican community. It don't work that way. But he
No,
talking, bro. He talking like he's selling out in fucking
Yeah.
Vegas, and I'm like,
Right.
is this a? Oh, am I being punked? You ain't
And,
there yet, bro.
and
how
they
many of y'all
talking
know that
about
in the Villa fight that Villa had like multiple fractures in his face, and that
I knew they was gonna be talking like oh, what has he done? Who has he fought after the fight? Because they don't really want to see the fight. Them niggas don't want the fight because they know Boots gonna beat Ortiz.
Mm.
So they down with the Spence fight. They down with him
they got to
calling
have an
anybody else
insurance
out.
policy. They got to have an insurance policy, meaning 10 million is if I can't fight no more after I fight Boots, then at least I'm good with 10 million. And Ortiz can get in there, and that could be his last fight. That's a
Yeah.
serious fight. He could get really damaged in that fight. So I
R-
don't see
r-
them. I don't think they're gonna come out of that fight thinking that they're gonna be all hokey dokey.
They know
Real
Same way
they
fast,
Charlo won 10
hey
million.
fellas, real fast. I'm gonna let T.O. on. I'm gonna slide off, but at 2:20, I'm gonna call it. So T.O. 2:20, I'm calling it.
all
But I'm
right.
gonna hop off because I can only fit 6 on there. But I want you to get, yeah. I want you to get your shit off. But I just want to say this before I go. Here's the truth: you trying to pull somebody out of borderline retirement. Like
Right.
we ain't seen Spence in 2 to 3 years. Close,
And he got
closing
smoked before he left.
closing on 3 years, and he's coming off of an ass whipping. The reality is, the nigga whipped his ass so bad that he done switched careers, yo. I'm watching the nigga. He's sitting there looking like fucking the boy that played Franklin Saint. He dressing like him and shit. Bro, they about to do Snowfall 2 starring Bud. Like he on some different shit.
Yeah, it's
And
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the dude
Spence has
we
been.
and I understand the business of it, but what I'm saying is, as far as smoke goes, how you been talking, that's the guy you want to bring out. It just leaves me to see you looking for a soft touch.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's their strategy.
He
They
didn't
got
get
to
no
try and get as much
damage
money as
against
they can.
Lubin.
Man, I'm just still upset about the whole situation. You talked all that trash for a year. Talking about Boots did this, Boots did that. You talk about
That's crazy.
that they needed. You claim that they needed two tune-ups when going up to 154
They never
pounds,
said two either. They never said two
and it
tune-ups.
never said two. You know what I mean? And so after Boots got his fight out of the way, the first thing he said after he beat Luis Lima, I want that fight with Vergil Ortiz. All right. Then to go over to his city and
His
step
city.
up to his face and say, "Hey, it's time. It's that time. It's that time. Where the papers at?" And you got your folks on your team talking everything but
Let's
having a
fight.
fight
Let's
with
fight.
Boots Ennis.
And Virgil talking about, can I get a yes? Like, you not even saying yes, nigga.
He
Yo,
damn near copped a plea. He
that's
said, I
wicked, yo.
wasn't talking about you, bro. You were talking about it. He damn near
Right.
copped a plea,
Bro,
bro.
bro,
That shit
you
weird.
fucked me up with that one. He was like, "Can I get a yes, nigga?" You ain't said yes.
Exactly.
That's
And you
wicked,
talk
yo.
about
You,
Spence.
you, yo, bro, the nigga Bud looking like he from Paris, bro. He look like one of them. You know what I'm talking about? He look like one of them Africans. Like you talking about Spence, and it's no
Nigerian.
disrespect, but like, what are we like? Come on, bro. He beat
Yeah,
his ass
man.
so bad he changed careers.
Yeah,
He
bro.
he don't even does he box anymore?
And
He
the
look like he about to drop an album.
Yeah,
Mexicans
like he
all
ain't
for it,
even.
bro.
Come on, man. He ain't even probably set foot in the
I
gym
think
since
Spence
he
just
was
showed up to show
working
love
for
and
that
some
fight.
extra shit, man. Like he
Come
knew
on,
that
man.
dude wasn't there to fight him, man.
The,
Listen,
the photo shoot looked like, yeah, albums in stores. You know what I'm saying? We on some different shit now. We done
yeah,
beat niggas
man.
up, but now,
Hey, no,
but
no, no, no. Listen to the single on SoundCloud, yo.
yeah, like yo, yeah, we out here. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Like, come
we
on,
we ain't
man.
even we ain't even on punching niggas. We loving these hoes right now. This is what we
Nah,
on. We on new shit.
What we
He
on?
never
Yeah.
nah,
even been
man.
a champion calling out Bud. Like, Bud fighting
Yeah,
champions,
man.
nigga.
He don't even got a belt. The shit that kills me is like the privilege that the Mexican fighters get, bro. It's like
Yeah.
he telling him he got to earn a spot, but you never been a champion, bro. Like never.
Exactly.
Like,
You never.
what
You
are we
fought a
doing?
couple names of. You fought Majimov coming off a loss. Number one, he wasn't the champion no more.
He
He
looking for
lost,
a
nigga.
lifeline.
You
We
Yo,
arguably
know
lost
why
to
they
but
doing
Boyd.
wait,
that.
but wait,
We
but
all
wait.
know why they
I
doing that.
can't even put because let's look at the monster, right? The monster. I don't hear the monster telling niggas, oh man,
Right.
hey man, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. The
Right.
monster lining them niggas up and
You want
say,
all the
run
smoke.
it.
Exactly.
Yep.
One after another after another. He's not and he's more accomplished, respectfully.
Yep.
He's more accomplished than Vergil. He's more accomplished than Boots because he's a 2 division champion and he's like, run it.
He fought that
Yeah.
David dude. Like, let's get it. He fought him.
Yeah. These dudes, they just making every
Yep.
excuse, and the Mexicans are all for it. They want to hear anything except booze. They don't want that fight, man. They scared.
Talking about Boost
Boost
got to
can't put
fight
his
better competition. He got to earn his spot. That's what they've been saying all day, bro. That shit been killing me all
Who
day.
did Boots fight? What has he done? Like, nigga, y'all was
What
saying
has
before the
Virgil
fight,
done, bro?
Boots was ducking. He ain't gonna want to smoke this and that. Now it's what did he do? Who did he fight?
And
Like,
let's
come on,
tell the
man.
truth. He pulled out of the Stanionis fight like 3 times, bro. Boost spanked him. So, like,
If
what are we doing? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
if he didn't fight nobody, Lima won nobody. Well, Ortiz is somebody, so get it done, nigga. Beat Boots then, nigga. You that tough.
All
You know what
that
I'm saying?
shoulda, woulda, coulda, nigga. I'm here right now in your city, like ready. Let's do it. Like, what? I don't understand the discrepancy, bro. I don't get it.
Yeah, that fight's not happening next. So the question is, who does Boots fight next? Does he wait for the
Yeah.
Abbas
I don't want to see no man. I
winner?
don't want to see nobody else but that fight, man.
Right, because
See, but
everybody
wait,
Be
wait,
everybody
another
we
else
fight.
can't
tied up right now.
listen, we can't be boxing fans like that though.
I know, right?
Right?
Like, what's up
Because
with that?
there's still quality opponents out there.
It is.
But
They
the
just
problem
playing
is
with Boo's
they
name, bro.
yeah,
I don't like
I
it.
know, but they don't like we gotta get away from the sizzle of the name.
Right.
Now he could wait till the mandatory's called, or you can go out there and you can go punch on Madrimov.
Xander seems
Majimov,
scary. He seemed like a scary dude. He definitely ain't gonna fight Boots.
he fighting baby. He fighting
He's
Baru
fighting
next though.
Baru, but Boots is WBA interim. So if it gets ordered,
Hey,
if he dropped that thing, then it is what it is.
well,
Mm. And
weren't we?
Abbas might actually
Ain't we
beat
supposed
Xander.
to have a convention coming up this week?
WBA convention is in December, right?
Is it December?
Yeah,
Hold on. Let me verify.
it's in December. It's always in December.
I
So hold
mean,
on. Didn't
Magic.
Fundora drop his belt, or he still
Nah,
got it?
That's
he
the belt
dropped
that
one. He
Xander got.
dropped one belt. He dropped only
Oh,
one.
okay, okay.
So
But Majimov coming off a loss, Conwell coming off a loss. So I mean, he might just have to fight one of them dudes that's not really popping right now, but a good fight, I guess. But you know, they gonna still make excuses. Oh, he didn't fight nobody, this and that. They gonna still say that shit.
I'm just glad Virgil ain't got no belt because we see what he'll do. We see what
Yeah,
he can do with it.
he running for the hills. That nigga scared as hell, man. Even in the ring, you talking about old shit, nigga. What about
Right.
now? Like he
Hey,
said
Mill, when is
in
the
the
Bachman Kelly fight happening?
I think it's happening January 31st, but Eddie has an
Okay, so
option. Eddie has an option on that fight. I think he has Kelly in the contract, but I think he has an option on the winner. And so,
yeah. I
yeah,
like that
so
Eddie did
Boots
that.
can
That was
wait
smart.
until uh March or April if what's it called playing
see,
games or
no, you
Boots
talking about,
game.
remember, you talking about January 31st. So that'll be a 2 month turnaround for whoever wins. That's not fair. So they would only be,
What about May or June?
they would only be ready by earliest May or June. And
Yeah, Eddie
so,
won that purse bid, right? Bison?
no, he didn't even win the first bid. He negotiated with it before it got the first bid. So
Oh,
it didn't even go to bid, but he's going to promote the fight
okay.
and he has options on the winner. And so it's like, all right, so you either wait for Xander, you either
Yep,
wait for Bachram, or you take a fight in between and just get up with them at the end of the year if Virgil's not willing.
because that's a long
Yeah.
time to be off from October to May or June.
Yeah. So
Um,
it's all about what's your preference.
And Charlo talking like he want the smoke. They
Yeah,
gonna
he
say
talking.
they gonna say he was out 2 years though, and he was, but I'll still watch that fight.
If he
Oh,
if he wants it and he's serious,
can he push Amando with
Yeah.
anybody though? He didn't get that champion and reset shit,
He
or
the
now
lineal, so Boots
he
will be
can.
lineal at least if he beat Charlo.
Well, he can jump. Charlo can jump the line if
yeah,
he
that's what.
wants. Well, if
Yeah.
it, hey Jr. Real fast before we go, how long does a champion in recess? How long does that last?
I think it's about like 2.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, because Pacquiao he did the shit with Thurman. I want to say when he came back and fought Thurman.
Yo, I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna sound off. I do think it's the smart business move for them to go after Earl Spence. But the problem with it is everything that you gained in this past year, as far as PR wise, where everybody was looking at you as the guy that Boots was afraid of, all
Right,
that's been
that's
blown
dead.
up in a week. This
That's
week,
dead.
it all got blown up, and I'm glad that that narrative. And I don't even think Vergil was afraid of Boots. I just think that his team
His team
doesn't want
scared.
that
Yep.
fight next
Hmm.
because of the obvious. I sat back and I watched the Lubin fight for the first time because I was at a fight last night. While he got the job done, I didn't see nothing that would lead me to believe that he doesn't become Stanionis in part
Right.
two.
Right.
I said that shit, bro. I said
Yeah.
Well, they
They
want
see
that
the
10 million.
they see the
They
same
want 10
thing we
million for
he
see,
that
got
bro.
fight.
the high guard like him and everything, bro. He basic.
They
Like,
just work for Ortiz, but they see the same thing we see. So they're gonna say and do whatever they gotta do to avoid that as long as possible until they can't no more. That's what I see.
the first thing Oscar said is this gonna be a tough fight to make.
Bro,
In the
Right.
ring.
once you come out there with that, you are putting a disclaimer that we are going to make this shit so difficult
Yep.
that they're going to
We
want to
better
pull
be
out
the
and
A
go in a
side.
different direction.
We
Yeah,
better have full advantage in the negotiation. Like you just saying all this shit to get away from the fight.
But the reason that's not gonna work is because neither him or Boots has a belt. That's why it's gonna be a duck. They neither one of them have a belt, so you can't pull the A side shit.
the truth is, Madison Square Garden, Puerto Rican weekend, it's going to make people in Philly know never mind.
Right, right.
So
Yeah.
if it's that, if it's Madrimov, then that, if it's Bakram, if it like the show still goes on.
Yeah. Boots did what he was supposed to do, man. I'm proud of him, bro. For real.
But I
All
appreciate
right,
y'all
Mill,
for hopping
appreciate
on,
you,
but
bro.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Salute,
BSC,
man.
my guy, Boxing Source, you helped me down the whole time. Humble servant, appreciate you, To, my guy,
Sure.
Billy. All right, yo, we out of here, man.
Yep. Peace.
All right,
Thank you,
take
Yep.
bro.
care.
The
Thank you,
Dexter,
bro.
I had to switch over, man.
No, I dig it, bro. It's turkey shit.